Good evening, all. It's Straturday Night Live. Johnny, how you doing tonight?
I am great, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. Doing well. It's Saturday. What do we got? May 18th, 19th in my case.
Wow. 18th here.
Yep.
Still.
What'd you do today?
Pretty much nothing.
I caught your video, a little bit of your video earlier, playing some of your old tracks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was kind of like a promo for this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just reminding everybody that we'll be live. And I just ended up playing like an hour's worth of pre-recorded music, you know, all original.
Yeah.
All original stuff, you know.
Yeah, what I heard was cool. I only got the first few minutes, but it was good, though.
Awesome. Thank you,
Good
man.
stuff. Good stuff.
Thanks.
So who do we got out there tonight?
We got Daniel. Daniel's checking in. Brendan.
Butt cheeks.
John. Couple Johns.
Too many Johns, man.
A few. Yeah. There he is. Hey, John. Jimmy.
Jimmy, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Ren and Stimpy tonight. Rocking the Ren and Stimpy.
There you go. Alley Cat, welcome. Yeah, I'm rocking my own shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Am I lower than usual?
Well, I can't see your shirt. I can't see the logo on it.
Yeah,
but, yeah, you do look a little lower.
I got the sign in the thing, but I feel like I'm like, yeah. Man, this camera, man. That's not any better.
The dog PA's in the house. Greg G. Bushnoff.
Hey, G. Oh, well, now you can't see the sign, but
TWF 7847. Yeah, we got to see the sign, man.
Got to see the sign. There we go. So, say something.
Say something. I can't tell if you're. I can see on the YouTubes the sign looks like it's in the picture. But there you go. Next to the Jack Johnson guitar.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Rob Johnson.
The Rob Johnson.
There we go. There we go. There it is.
Yeah, you are bright. Your arms, your hand just turned white going back there.
Oh, well, there's a light right here.
Yeah. Bright light.
Bright light. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, welcome, Zach. Hey,
Zach,
Sammy. Welcome, Sammy. Canadian Cali Prairie's Girl. Welcome to the stream.
Absolutely. 22 watching, 6 thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up, everybody. Dan Halen is here.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got those tapes.
Oh, did you grab the what was it? Are they on VHS?
Yeah, I didn't find the one that I was telling you about, but they all look the same. I mean, it's all about the covers, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, Johnny and I were talking about snail mail VHSs long ago. Oh, there you go. Well, when I got them, they never had graphics on them. It was just like a JVC video cassette or something with just a written in title. I don't know what kind. I wish I could find the old flyers that they had for the snail mail companies that would do that. I guess in the back of like the circus magazines, you can see them and stuff. But yeah, the ones I always got never had any graphics or anything.
I used to order those. I remember.
Even the cassettes, like until I got till I started getting some of the bootleg DVDs online, and those had a lot of cool graphics.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Montreal and the US Festival.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, before we went on air, John was talking about how today is the anniversary of the Van Halen 1979 videos.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's on your screen.
It was so what was it? It was at the Rochester War Memorial Arena in New York, May 18th, 1979, and they filmed those. Well, as far as we know, only 3 songs. What was it? You're No Good. Did they do Bottoms Up and Dance the Night Away? Those were the 3, I think. And that's some of the
And we were talking about those, like what I was saying to John before we went live. I'm like, I remember the first time I saw those videos, and it was on VHS.
Well, and you get the behind the before the concert footage too, which is kind of cool, where they're doing the a cappella singing and rolling up to the arena and stuff.
Yeah, so you get the tape, and it just looks like a tape,
right?
There's no.
I mean, obviously, it was just some guy in his basement making these. He had some access to these promo videos, and
some guy in his basement.
I mean, that's what I would assume it was. It wasn't any big production where they, nothing that you would find in the local Strawberries and Records, or Tower Records.
But yeah. There's one of the ones that I
was looking for my Montreal. I couldn't find it. But,
yeah, most of the ones that I had covers.
Those are cool.
Like people actually made like covers for them and
put an effort into it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it says you can. If you want to pause the video.
It's still kind of like typed. Yeah. I mean, it's almost like they did it on a typewriter or an early printer.
Yeah, this one has Donington 84, Hot for Teacher. Paris 80 Unchained.
Paris 80 Unchained, a video?
That's what it says.
Oh, is it I think that was a
oh wait a minute,
a lip sync video.
Donington 84, Hot for Teacher. Paris 80 Unchained, Hear About Later,
TV lip sync,
Cradle Will Rock. Wow. You Really Got Me. Yeah, all lip synced. Oh, I'm blurry.
Okay,
hang on.
There you go.
There it is. There we go.
There you go. I got it.
I can't even see this. I need some light.
That Paris. That's interesting. It was. Were they the TV promos, or were they actually? Was it from a live show? Or do you remember?
I'm just assuming it was lip synced stuff.
Yeah, because I do remember seeing Unchained, and I think Hear About It Later on
the dog PA. Making copies, huh?
That's what it all was, duped. Yeah, I mean that. I'm sure the generation of that you're holding in your hand was probably like 4th, 5th generation VHS. Which God, I can't imagine how bad. I know the Donington footage was really bad.
Oh, this has unreleased promo, Loss of Control.
Wait, yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah,
but on here, it was in black and white, and it was exactly what you were saying. You could barely see what was happening.
Right.
But you could tell it was cool.
Yeah.
They're all dressed up like doctors or surgeons or whatever.
I think the story behind that was it was for Australian TV, and they when they were in Australia, they filmed that in 1980.
I think all this stuff is on YouTube now.
No, I would imagine, yeah, that whole
Ice Cream Man, Purdue Man, Eruption, Talking About Love, Bottoms Up, You Really Got Me, Happy Trails, all from 83.
Us Festival,
probably. Alternate promo, Running with the Devil, plus live 1981 footage from Chicago.
Wow. That's amphitheater,
8mm stuff.
Yeah, International Amphitheater.
Anaheim and West Virginia. Well, who knows how true any of this stuff is? It's just some guy typewriting the stuff.
Speaking of 8mm.
Oh, what's on there?
These are these are literally my college home movies. Nothing bad, but they're that's what I did in college. I had an 8mm film camera. But we'll get to that later. I have an unboxing to do, and
Thomas,
some of that stuff.
Oh, here's the Dallas Free concert.
Oh yeah, you guys were talking about that.
Dallas 91. I mean, that's the cover, which it's not what it is. That's not even what it is right there either. But you can see the stuff that's typed. Dallas
That was
Free
another one
concert.
I bought that through snail mail. Yeah. In fact, I think I have that downstairs in the garage somewhere. I should have grabbed my, like I said, they didn't have the cool graphics like yours did, though.
A professionally recorded rare live concert filmed in Rio de Janeiro.
83.
April 16th, 1982.
And they didn't play in Rio in April 16th in 1982.
That's what it says. That's what it says, and that's the picture. So,
well, let's check that out, because they didn't play. The only time they ever played South America was 83, as far as I know.
It says April 16th, 1982.
Let's see where they were on April 16th, 1982. It's probably.
I still have a VHS player. I should probably.
Burn that and then put it on the thumb drive I gave you.
I know, man.
Do that this week. No. So what was it? April something 82?
It says Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. April 16th, 1982.
First of all, April 16th, they weren't on tour. But man. April 16th, the beginning of the 82 tour was July 14th. So the show before that, at least the last recorded show before that, was October of 81, playing opening for the Stones.
Wow. So the date's not even right.
No, unless there's a rare show that nobody ever has seen from South America in 1982. They did play. I don't know if they played Rio on a South American tour, unless they did Rock in Rio. And let's see when Rock in Rio 82 was.
Well, whatever this is, I'm sure it's on YouTube. I'm sure I've seen it. I've seen it on there. Then here's the other one that I grabbed.
First Rock in Rio was 85.
Venezuela 83.
There you go.
Here's another one right here.
See, the problem with the 83 South America stuff is there's great video of it all, and pretty much full concerts of 4 of the South American shows, but the audio is mono and terrible. It sounds like there's no bottom end to it. I've tried to mix it with an EQ and try and get something out of it. You can get. It's listenable, but that's the problem I have with most of that 83 stuff from South America, anyway.
Weird stuff.
Yeah.
There's another set list.
But who knows? Your VHS, if you check them out, and maybe you get a better audio track on there. You don't know.
Yeah.
Ed and Val. Was that Backstage Us Festival?
That's what it looks like. I guess, yeah. Oh, I'm blurry again. But yeah, that's a few of the tapes that I found. I got a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm. Where did you get those through the mail, or did you get them at like an underground rock shop or something?
Most of those are probably through the mail. But the very like the video you were talking about, the 1979 promos or whatever. Had a hamburger. The 79 ones, and all like the 78 promos as well.
Mm-hmm.
Eruption, You Really Got Me, Jamie's Crying, Running with the Devil. Those.
The lip syncs.
All the lip syncing stuff.
Was that from
the whiskey?
Whiskey, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All that stuff. I got on a VHS tape in New York City. When I was in New York City, I stumbled into some cool record shop, and they were selling. That's back when they would sell like silver CDRs, like actual pressed, CDs.
Well, like early 90s type
This was 94.
Uh-huh.
And so I remember flying back the 6-hour flight. I'm like, I can't wait to watch this video, And so I remember sitting in my room watching those videos for the very first time, like the Pretty Woman video,
Yep. Yeah, that must have been around the same time I got my the early, at least the video. I think the same one that had all those early stuff that you could never see on MTV anymore. They they play Pretty Woman on MTV once or something like that, or not even once. Yeah, the first time, and I mean, I think the Pretty Woman video was kind of like the Star Wars holiday special. You know what I mean? It's like something that they'd probably like to forget because it's such a bad,
I think it's cool
concept. It's cool, but it is cool to see them, all dressed up like that. It's the only time they ever really did anything like that, a concept video. But it was just, it's just a bad video as far as I'm concerned.
Hey, Frank Corcoran, good to see you. Howie is in the other room, but he's here.
Janice Lala.
Hey, Janice, the dog PA, you just got a notification just now?
Uh-oh, are we live?
Are we on? Speaking of the Star Wars Holiday Special, man, I remember getting that. I've got a VHS tape of that as well.
Really? Wow.
That I got at the Star Wars convention that I went to in San Francisco in 1997.
That was one of the first videos I ever downloaded online, and I think it took like 3 hours, and it was, this big. It was a little postage stamp size, but that was probably like 96, 97.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Mark. Huh? The loss of control video? That's on one of these tapes, man. That's on one of these videos that I have. But the quality's terrible.
Yeah. Online on YouTube you can find a pretty good quality. I mean,
the one on YouTube
nowadays
is way better than the one that I had all back, back in the day. Hey, Paul. But yeah, the Star Wars Holiday Special, man. I remember I went to a Star Wars convention 3 days in a row in San Francisco back in August of '97.
Yeah. When you met Peter Mayhew and
Peter,
some of those guys.
Oh, we talked about this last week.
Yeah.
Before,
when we did the Star Wars night.
Yeah. So anyway, I remember buying a VHS tape copy of the Star Wars Holiday Special, and then going home, that day and watching it that night, and just being like, "This is
like, what is going on?
This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen."
Yeah, it really is. Hey, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of those. What is it? B. Arthur doing a duet with? Was it Carrie Fisher or doing a duet with C-3PO or something? It was just the weirdest stuff you could imagine, or with a Wookiee.
A lot of weird stuff.
Yeah.
On that. Although I do remember watching some of it when it actually aired.
Oh, I'm sure. What was it? 79 when they? I'm sure I probably saw that.
78.
Was it 78?
Mm-hmm. I remember the cartoon. I remember I was in Oklahoma.
Wow.
At a relative's house,
and that was the highlight of it with the Boba Fett.
Watching the cartoon section of it. With Boba Fett. Yeah, Frank. I think we saw that. The new guitar. He posted a picture over in the Discord.
Oh, there you go.
Mad Dog. Nerd.
Hey, nerds.
Speaking of nerds, we'll be having Nerd Halen here on Tuesday.
And speaking of Nerd Halen, like I said, I got a little unboxing to do, so it's it all ties in.
Awesome. Yeah, so anyway, make sure you guys tune in Tuesday, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. Hal Sparks and Caleb Rapoport from New Halen will be here. We'll be talking all things Nerd Halen. And that's the hottest Van Halen tribute on the scene. They play the whiskey.
Yeah, they do the Ultimate Jam Night, don't they?
They play the Whiskey Go-Go. They played their. Was that last week? Was it the whiskey or
it wasn't? No, it was a different.
It was the Federal. It was the Federal in Hollywood. Yeah,
in Hollywood. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great place. I've been there. Revenge of the Nerds. Huh?
We're all nerds. It depends, for all different Van Halen, Star Wars.
Is it? Do you have to be a nerd to like Star Wars?
No, well, I may as well show something else.
Does it help?
I went to the mall the other day. I had a few hours after work, and I found I don't know if Disney owns this store, but it's called Think Geek. And so I walk in, and this is there for where's the
What is that?
well, if I had it, there's the price. So there's for $2, $1.97. I got this. I'm like, is it really $2? And I mean, they made me buy it. Pretty much, it's nothing that I'll probably ever use. But
they told you to get it.
They made me buy it for $2. Like, you can't. It's a ceramic bowl. It's the Wampa.
What am I looking at? Oh,
it's
I couldn't tell what was going on.
Right. Yeah. So it's a ceramic bowl of the Wampa.
Oh, he doesn't look scary at all.
No, I'd eat cereal out of that. But I mean, I had to. I mean, for $2, $2, I had to buy it. And right here,
I know. That's the theme tonight, huh?
I guess so. But so I got that, and I got a. What else did I get?
Hey, John.
Oh, I got
John
this
Parson.
Shirt. Got this shirt there. So it's a place at the mall called Think Geek. I don't know if it was but when I went in there, they were playing the soundtrack to Star Wars. They were playing like all the John Williams music, and most of everything around there was Star Wars. It's like they had all the model kits and the geek stuff, and all kinds of sci-fi stuff. I mean, they had a whole Game of Thrones section, and what else? The Avengers section, all that stuff. But I haven't been to the mall in 5 years probably. But and it's dead. And you go into a mall that used to, back in my high school days, it's probably a half hour from where I went to high school, but it was the biggest mall nearby. And it was like it was hopping on a Saturday night or a Friday afternoon. I mean, that's when I went, but it was dead on Friday afternoon, nothing going on, and half the stores were closed, and you know how it gets.
Yes.
Those like kind of walk through malls. Now it's like the open concept mall, like a store, big storefronts. At least that's the couple of malls that are left in this area.
Yeah, I really don't go to the mall, unless I have to. And
yeah.
We have one here in town in Capitola by the sea here in Santa Cruz. There's a mall right here. Actually, it's right next to my Five Guys where I go, and my Chipotle.
Oh, there you go.
And all that. And I remember going in that mall one time looking for like a Barnes and Noble or something, or some sort of bookstore, and they're like, there's no bookstores in this mall. No,
even record stores. I mean, there's one record store. I remember, back in the day, there were four record stores in one mall, plus a music store, in the mall that was nearby anyway. And bookstore, at least 2 bookstores too, it was, I mean, obviously now Amazon's got all that covered, but we have one Barnes and Noble within probably an hour from here.
Yeah, we have one in San Jose, a Barnes and Noble on Stevens Creek Boulevard or whatever. It's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good store.
Yeah, it's always. I mean, I love just going in there and spending a couple hours just reading magazines and reading, finding cool
stealing
books
stuff.
Yeah, you basically are stealing if you're sitting there reading a whole magazine.
Putting mugs of what are those Wampas in my my bag.
That's right.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, I know what you mean, because there was a magazine.
That's where I read the Sammy book. I read the Sammy book at that. I think. It took me like an hour brushing. I didn't read, a couple of the chapters I didn't read when it got, after all the Van Halen stuff. But
I've never read that book.
Yeah.
Never read it.
It's worth the read. It's worth the read.
Never read it. But what was I going to say? No, but yeah, I remember going into the Barnes Noble one time, and there was you know, they got the guitar magazines, and there was a couple of really cool pictures in there. I'm like, wow, these are cool. And so you take your phone,
exactly,
and you're just like you're taking pictures of the magazine,
right?
And so it is kind of weird. Like you can just take pictures of all the articles and whatever. And I don't know if they stop you from doing that.
Yeah, well, they really can't. I mean, and I guess if they see you doing it, it's probably not good, but.
Well, it depends on what kind of magazine it is. If it's the ones that are way up high,
right?
The ones in plastic bags now that
yeah. I think like Barnes and Noble, I think the worst they get is Maxim and maybe Playboy. I don't know. Is Playboy even a print magazine anymore? I don't think it is.
It's well, from what I've heard,
yeah,
it is, but it's just like a regular magazine now. There's nothing good in there. I'm not kidding.
Right.
Also, I really don't know. That's just what I heard. David Ennis. David Ennis is there,
articles
man.
Anyway.
David Ennis. David Ennis. Shout out.
That's right.
Walden Books. I remember that place. B. Dalton.
That's right. Yeah,
I remember that place. B. Borders. Yeah. Are these places? They're all gone now, huh?
There used to be a Borders nearby, but that closed probably 10 years ago. Yeah, the only thing we have left is a couple mom and pop bookstores, which are cool. I mean, you can get a lot of used, but not. I really don't go to. I don't read that. I mean, I don't read that much. If there's a good new book that comes out that's like the last one I read was about the Apollo 11 and the Apollo computer system and that whole thing. A technical book. I mean, a tech book. That's all I'll read. I'm not gonna read a fiction book or anything like that. You know, when you can, there's plenty of stuff online and audiobooks and stuff like that, you know. Like the Star Wars radio specials.
Oh, I've got those on CD.
That's right. Well, and I also saw on YouTube they have the Noel Monk book, 11 hours of the Noel Monk book.
I saw that.
Yeah, I mean, it's from last year too, so I'm gonna have to. I mean, I did read it, and I have it right next to me, but it's could be cool to listen to it again in the car or something, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
Barnes and Noble.
Yeah,
hey, JR, welcome, JR. Welcome, is it Vistalite 1972?
Vistalite.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand. I always forget to say that. Subscribe if you guys are brand new. If you're digging this stuff, there's 13 years of most excellent content on the channel here.
It really is.
It really is. Yeah. Leave a thumbs up.
Vistalite, wasn't that the Ludwig drum set, the colorful, like the John Bonham drum set? Vistalite.
I thought that was a drink.
Well, maybe Pedialyte. That's what I've heard.
Vodka, huh?
H2O. So yeah.
Wow, we're covering bookstores.
I know, we're all over the place tonight.
And Disney stores.
That's right.
Yo, James.
Has anyone else heard of the Geek store? Think Geek.
Think Geek. Well, I think that's a brand, isn't it?
Yeah, it must be. Join Geek Out. But it's got a Disney logo above it, so I don't know if Disney owns it or what.
You can't even tell what that thing is until you took it out, like on that box. I couldn't tell what I was looking at.
Well, it had that caught my eye was the Star Wars logo, and on this side it's got the 197. I'm like, is that really $2? Like,
why is it upside down? Oh, because it's a bowl.
Yeah, it's a bowl. It looks like it's got carrots or something in the mouth. I don't know, red.
It's like he's eating. It's like you pour the stuff in there.
Now you get it. Now you're on the trolley.
Mike. Yeah, I did say that.
Yeah,
I'm not touching that stuff though. No.
The Vistalites, that's cool. I always wanted a Vistalite kit. Yes, it is. I have a clear 1972 Vistalite. I think it was Ludwig. John Bonham had the yellow Vistalite, and they made what was it? I guess it was plastic or I don't know, PVC or something that they made them out of. But those were cool drum sets. And a friend of mine had I want to say it was pink or red, and it was just like a kick, tom, floor tom, and a snare. It was just a little basic 4-piece set, and it was. I mean, you can do anything. You can pretty much do anything you need on a 4-piece set. And it's like I just want a little set like that with a little like 20-inch, kick drum. A small kick drum. I mean, most kick drums are like 22s and 24s, but just a little kick drum, a little snare, and a small kit that you could just put in the corner of the, anywhere and play it. I used to have a nice Tama kit, but long ago, back in the days.
You're a drummer?
I've played drums. I can play drums. I'm not really a drummer. I wouldn't call myself a drummer, but.
I need a drummer. Oh, there you go. Well, if you can do that, I guess you're a drummer.
I can't do it with my left hand, but I can do it with my right hand. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, Mike. It's Notka.
Notka. Well, I get my rum and Mountain Dew.
Oh man, too many, well, not nights, days of orange juice and that stuff, and just at recording sessions and having to be dragged home and have no memory of anything.
To be dragged? What are you talking about? Let's go back there.
Years ago. I'm talking years ago.
Yeah.
Where the room is just spinning. Oh, no.
Oh, man.
No. No, thank. It's not worth it.
What kind of recording sessions? What are you talking about?
Well, this was in 2002. A band I was in
Mayfire,
or trying to. No, it was way before that. Way before that. A band that I was trying to do. We went to record the drums at the drummer's place, and I took my 4-track. I took my PZM microphones, if you know what those are, like 58. Those are like floor mics, or you're like wall mics.
Wall mics, yeah.
They're squares, and you can like hang them. Yeah, I used to use PZMs to record drums all the time at rehearsals. Put one on each side of the set, and so that way, and you hard pan them when you do drum fills. You hear it. You hear everything. PZMs pick up everything. They're great.
Yeah.
Mine were from Radio Shack. I've had them for 20-something years.
Those Radio Shack, these speakers back here, the Optimus speakers.
They might actually be up in that loft. I'll have to.
Yeah.
Somebody make a note, and I'll find.
I always wanted. We had a rehearsal space that we had to pay. We paid for, $300, and it was a nice little rehearsal room. And I always wanted to set up mics, and my bandmates were like, they hated when I would, because I bought a nice Mackie mixer, and they hated when I was taking time to like, I want to record this. Let's set up some mics and stuff. Like, no, let's just rehearse. Let's just play. They hated because I was like the tech guy, and I always wanted to record and get it. But they would just all about which was cool. They were all about the music and all that, but they didn't want to record so much.
It's all about the music.
Yeah. Right,
Millhouse?
That's right.
Remember that? He's like, I thought it was all about the music. Bart's like, ah.
Oh, that's why the flash forward, but
I guess we are nerds.
Yeah. There was The Simpsons. There was another Simpsons that I was just thinking of too. I don't know.
I had a guitar just fall over. I heard it.
What happened?
Oh, the Hamer. You probably saw it if I was on camera. That black guitar probably moved.
I didn't notice.
Wow. I heard it. Sonia. I have a SVHS studio deck that I use to transfer VHS or SVHS. Is that stereo VHS?
Super VHS.
Super VHS tapes to DVD or Blu-ray.
Yeah, those were cool.
Sonia.
Sonia. Oh, you live near Sonia, don't you? So you can send her your tapes and get them transferred, it sounds like.
Well, I'll have to make sure that they're the right tapes.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, that's no, who is that lives near me? That's
Shauna.
That's Shauna.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sonya. Maybe, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you have you say you have a VCR, right?
I do. Yeah, I mean, the only
It's not.
thing is I just, there's no more Radio Shack. That
Well,
that
go on
might have been a
Amazon. Go
ghost.
on Amazon. You get a little
I have
USB
one. I have.
dongle, and you can plug
Well,
all the.
it's not USB. I have the plugins. I actually plugged them into the computer here because I do have tons of VHS stuff that I need to transferred.
Right.
Not transferred, just put on the computer.
Archive, yeah.
Most of it my own stuff. Like I've got days and days and months and years of me.
Yeah.
From years and years ago. Jay said he's got a guitar solo he's working on, so he's not here. Nesdal didn't respond, so I don't know.
Is Jay in the chat?
No, he messaged me.
Oh, okay.
I got a message a little while ago.
Working on a guitar.
Yeah, show this video on Facebook. Yeah, tag me on Facebook at johnnybeanetv, and I'll share your post. What was I saying? No, I had the little connections, and I plugged them into here. I could see the video, so in theory, I could capture the video, no problem.
Right.
But the one problem I had was the audio was out of sync.
Mm-hmm.
The audio and the video were out of sync with each other, which they weren't on the tape, but running through the computer, they were.
Well, it might look like that while you're transferring it, but when it gets to the final file, on the file it was too.
Yeah, it was out of sync.
Well, you could bring it into. Well, you don't want to. Yeah, it's probably in and out of sync, like some of those old, capturing programs will mess with it. So
it's the settings.
Yeah,
it's the settings. And Mad Dog says I've never had a problem with any of my EVH Floyd Roses.
Nice. Well, it's good to hear, Mad Dog.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that came out of nowhere, but Sammy here is saying, any thoughts on the EVH Floyds going out of tune?
From all I've heard, the EVH Floyds are pretty good. I mean, and a lot of the licensed Floyd Rose. Would you consider EVH it's a licensed Floyd Rose, right?
They all are, yeah.
Yeah, unless
anything that's not an actual Floyd Rose is a licensed Floyd Rose.
Yeah, but from what I've heard, the licensed ones are good until you get to like the ones that claim to be a Floyd Rose but are just a poorly molded knockoff.
They're a Roy de Flows.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, gross.
Well, when you go online, you can get a Floyd. Claims you can get a Floyd Rose for $19.99. I don't think it's the real deal.
Yeah, don't touch those. No, you guys don't want nothing to do with those things. No. I've tried all that stuff over the years, and it's not worth it. Mm-hmm. Hey, there's Jay. There he is. Hey, man, how's that guitar solo?
Let's hear it.
EVH Floyds are very good. German Floyds are excellent. Yep.
Okay. This is a German Floyd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't beat a German Floyd. You can't.
Yeah, it's got the. Doesn't say licensed. I don't know what. I mean, I guess that's the.
No, that's the real. That's the real deal, man.
It's the only way you can tell.
What's that doing on that guitar? Did you build that guitar?
Yeah, I built this one.
Because I was gonna say that bridge wouldn't have come on that guitar.
No, it's a Jackson, basically.
Oh, I've got a Jackson Johnson.
It's a Jackson Warmoth.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sonya. Yeah, DM me somewhere on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I don't know, wherever we are, and maybe I'll send you some tapes. David Ennis, you're the man.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, David Ennis.
David, rock on, man. So want me to do my what time is it? 12:47. I guess we can wait till 1, and I'll do my.
We got 10 more minutes.
One of my unboxing. I got 2 unboxings. Nothing crazy. Nothing. Nothing really guitar. I guess I get at least one of them is not guitar related. I guess, but just something to show.
Mm-hmm.
Tech related. Tech related.
That's all good with me, man. Like I was saying last night, you know, it's like if you talk about just one subject and you're real serious, it can be so boring, man.
Oh yeah.
And so I like I was saying, I like to have fun. You know, I like to make, you know, jokes, and I'll talk about anything, almost anything.
Yeah.
You know, just don't talk about Metallica because I'll.
Well, speaking of that, let me see. I had a thought the other day, and you know, we used to play when we were on stage crew, and we would be like, you know, we'd set up the stage, and it's like, you know, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you're waiting for the show to go on, and we had nothing to do. We'd always play 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. At least for a couple of years in a row, we played the 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. And if you played that, ever played that game?
I've heard of it.
You link different actors through Kevin Bacon. You know, this Robert De Niro was in whatever with this guy, and this guy was in Bill and Ted's, or not Bill and Ted, Kevin Bacon, Footloose with Kevin Bacon. You know?
Does that mean Kevin's Bacon? Kevin's Bacon? Does that mean he's been in a lot of stuff?
Yeah,
but like a lot.
Yeah,
of
you can link him. Nowadays,
stuff.
it's kind of outdated. I mean,
he's not a mainstream actor anymore, is he?
Not anymore, no.
I mean,
but back in the '90s when we were doing this, it was like we linked Hulk Hogan to him, for crying out loud. I mean, it was like you can anybody we came up with, we were able to link him within 6 degrees. So my idea was 6 Degrees of Van Halen. Any member of Van Halen. So.
You're not going to pull out that book again, are you?
No. But let me give you a band, and I want to see if you can link it.
Okay, I can do it.
So Journey.
Okay.
Link Journey to Van Halen.
That's an easy one.
I know it's an easy one, but that's why I gave you that one first.
Oh, that's the first one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Van Halen toured with Journey.
It's one way to go.
In '78.
Let's go through members that have played with different members of different bands.
Neil Schon has done NAMM jams with Eddie Van Halen. And we're going all the way.
Yeah.
Okay. HSAS with Sammy Hagar.
So you link it within one band member. Sammy was in HASA with Neil Schon.
Who was in DC.
Whatever it is. Hagar, Schon, Aronson, Shreve.
When they were playing AC/DC covers. David
so
Ennis.
From there,
David Ennis.
There,
you're the man.
Man, he just keeps donating. Good job, buddy. But from there, all right, so you can go to Santana. Santana, you know, Neil Schon played in Santana. Neil Schon was in Journey, and Neil Schon played with Sammy Hagar in HASA, or whatever it is. So then another band, HSAS. Hagar,
ASS.
Schon, Hagar, Schon, Aronson, Shreve. So, all right, do Led Zeppelin.
Huh?
Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin relating to Kevin Bacon?
No, to Van Halen.
To Van Halen?
Yes.
You mean okay?
It's a current right now. It's a current touring band. So
okay, all right. So okay. There was the on the Rock Walk at Guitar Center. Edgar Van Halen was he was hanging out with Jimmy Page.
Easier than that.
Easier than that? What?
Sammy Hagar was in the circle with Jason Bonham. Jason Bonham played with Led Zeppelin in 1985 and 2007.
Jason Bonham is a Led Zeppelin. What do you mean?
Thank you. So there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Sammy is playing. Sammy is playing with Jason Bonham. So that's what I'm talking about. So Michael Jackson, you link it through Beat It. You know what else? Red Hot Chili Peppers, link it through Chicken Foot. That's what I'm trying to say. Like the different bands that you can link it through. So name a classic rock band and let's see if we can link it.
6 Degrees of Will Ferrell.
There's all kinds of 6 Degrees out there, but I mean, Kevin Bacon was always an early internet thing. I think was with the Kevin Bacon thing. But name
okay. What's another one? What's another one? I like
name a classic rock band, and we'll see if we can link it. I mean, you got to go with classic rock because I mean, you're not going to link, you know, I don't know, Madonna with Van Halen too easily. Maybe you can. Madonna and Van Halen were both on the '84 MTV Music Awards, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least Dave was.
84. I think 80. I think 85. I think there's pictures of Roth with Madonna from 85. You know.
So I mean, there's different ways you can link it through like TV appearances or through records that each of the band members played on. It was just a thought as I was thinking of, you know, how we used to play the Kevin Bacon game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Come on, give us a classic rock band. Who do you got?
Oh, well, let's
Kiss. I mean, Kiss is another one. Link. That's easy to link to Van Halen.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh, so I'm answering all these, I guess.
Well, you can, or
the chat can. The chat. Hey, chat. Yeah, give us some classic rock bands that you would like us to link to Van Halen. I guess that's the game.
Queen. Link Queen to Van
Halen. Okay, Brian May, Starfleet Project with Eddie Van Halen.
Yep.
What would another one be? Is there any more?
Well, you could probably link it through. I mean, you can go to different degrees. Like, say, you know, Freddie Mercury
so anything.
sang on Under Pressure with David Bowie. David Bowie, and there's probably a David Bowie link somewhere in there. You know, whether it was one of his musicians that played with another musician that was in Van Halen, or they toured with each other or something. But within 6 degrees, it's not hard to find it. I mean, I'm not gonna. It's too late to go into start really like researching how to do it. But some of them are easy links, and some of them are.
Hey,
Black Sabbath. I mean, 1978, Van Halen toured with Black Sabbath. So, I mean, I guess that's, you know, that direction. Or if you want to go band members, did any of the band members ever play with anyone in Van Halen? There may be, you know, a link somewhere. But like I said, it's too late to start thinking. Geezer Butler played in this band with, you know, him, and this guy, and Sammy Hagar played in Montrose with, you know, anyway. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Off on another tangent.
That's kind of a fun game.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just random thoughts. Elvis Presley. I had a bunch of these in my, like Paul McCartney. There was Paul McCartney played with Michael Jackson on Say Say Say, and Michael Jackson. Eddie Van Halen played on Michael Jackson's Beat It. So you can link the Beatles to Van Halen through Paul McCartney, through Michael Jackson, and back.
I like that song.
That was
on his album, though, wasn't it? That was on McCartney's record.
McCartney's, I think, yeah.
That wasn't on Thriller.
And they did another song together, I think, too. I don't know if it was
The Girl Is Mine on Thriller.
Okay, there you go. So they each had one on each other's album.
Do the 6 Degrees of Michael Jackson.
I'm sure you could do that too. Robert Johnson.
I got one for you. I don't know how many of you guys even know this. Probably none of you guys actually know this. The only reason I do know this is because I saw a picture. There was, I don't know if it was TMZ or something about Michael Jackson, his daughter, Paris. I think that's her name, Paris.
Mm-hmm.
She has a Van Halen tattoo.
Not Pillow. Wasn't Pillow one of the name of his?
No, Blanket.
Kid Blanket.
Blanket was his son, I think. But Paris Jackson has a VH on her hand. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I'm not joking. Really cool. I'm not joking. So that's really cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Elvis Presley. There you go, right there. Lisa Marie Presley married Michael Jackson, and Eddie Van Halen played on Michael Jackson's Beat It. So that's Elvis to Van Halen right there.
There you go. Were they really married? Do you think they were actually married?
It was a publicity stunt. Who the hell knows, you know? Didn't he? I mean, he had his kids with another woman who I think they adopted those kids, right? The whole life of.
I don't know, but I had a really cool. Huh? Do we have a troll? Well, hey, Nightbot, you have a wrench. Take care of it.
Yeah, David Ennis is the only one with the wrench in there.
I used to have a really cool Elvis Presley T-shirt. It was a shirt of a poster of one of his shows.
Mm-hmm.
But the cool thing about it, I mean, it's really not that cool. I mean, it's cool, but it's like if you're a fan, it's like that's wrong. The date of the poster was after he never played that show. He had passed away before that show.
Kind of like the video we were talking about earlier, the South America video.
I have no memory of that. Oh yeah. Hey, Clayton James Hicks. Today is Strat Day. You're right, man. Welcome,
Clayton. Thanks for joining, Clayton.
Welcome. And hey, we welcome trolls.
Old Metal Dudes in the house and Divine Nine. And I don't know what Divine Nine's talking about.
Mm-hmm. Well, that might be the troll.
The Doors. All right. So
are you a troll? I've seen you in here before, though, so I don't. You might not be, but
didn't Robbie Krieger or not Robbie Krieger?
Freddie
Ray Manzarek play with Sammy Hagar on something from the Doors? Which it could have been. I don't know. Or I think he may have been at one of the Cabo birthday celebrations or something like that. That might have been what I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
But there's your link right there.
They did one of their shows last night. Hagar did one of his. Is it it's called For a Cure or something? Where it's a benefit that Hagar does every year here in Mill Valley at the Sweetwater. And the show was either last night or was the night before, and it was Hagar, Satriani, Anthony.
Oh wow. Chickenfoot or
Nancy Wilson, Rick Springfield, and then the guy you were just watching, a guy from The Dead. He's got a huge beard now.
Oh, Bob Weir.
Bob Weird.
He's friends with Sammy.
Yeah.
There's your dead link right there.
Yeah, they just played. It was like last night or the night before. I don't think it was last night. I think it was the night before.
That's cool.
Yeah,
like just a local theater doing it for a benefit.
Yeah,
or a local.
They usually do it at the Sweetwater, which is in Mill Valley.
Sammy's area, right?
It's just down the street from his house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve Howe is a great guitar player. Yeah, you're not a troll. You know that. Okay, cool.
There you go.
The Kinks.
Steve Howe. The Kinks. Van Halen did plenty of Kinks covers, and Steve Howe from Yes. How can you connect Yes?
I don't know if you can.
That's one for the experts. We'll think of that one.
Hey, Tony. James Gum.
Hey, James. Happy Straturday to everyone.
Straturday.
Let's see. It's 101. I'm going to do
wow.
I got an unboxing to do. So it's been a little while since Johnny Beane has had an unboxing on this show.
I know. We need things to unbox.
So it's been... See, April 19th was when I ordered this, so it's been almost a month. Tomorrow it'll be a month. But hey, I'm glad to have it, and let's take a look at it.
Mm-hmm.
This is from
real quick, Mike
company.
Yeah, you can connect Van Halen to Spinal Tap. I remember there was an article with Eddie talking about how when he first saw Spinal Tap in the theater, everybody else around him was laughing, and he didn't think the movie was funny at all.
I've heard that,
yeah. Joe Wentz, he was live earlier. He was live a little while ago. Well, probably a few hours by now. I gotta take a break for a second. So yeah, you can do that. I'll
wait till you get back. But Sonia says, pull out the Strat. Sonia, I got my Strat right here. This is my this is a Mexican Strat. Since we're Straturday, I may as well show it. I've showed this a few times, but Mexican Strat. I got this. I inherited this when I used to work local crew and concerts back in the 90s. The club that I worked at, one of the bands left it behind for you know, it was hanging out in backstage for like a year. And supposedly the manager of the club tried to get in touch with them. It was a reggae band. I think they opened for Jimmy Cliff or something. And if you're out there and this is your Strat, I'd be happy to give it back to you if you can prove that it's yours. You know, I'm certainly not trying to take anything away from anyone, but you know, I'd be happy to give it back to you if this is yours. Just prove that it's yours. But it's a nice Strat. I've been thinking of trying to do like a black and white paint job on it, you know, stripes or something. Try and do something with it. Get a new pick guard, get a humbucker in there. But so you wanted to see a Strat? There's Sonia. Was it Sonia? Who said, yeah, Sonia. There's my Strat. Mexican. It's a 25th anniversary. Was it? It's an anniversary Strat. I can't even read it, but you guys can probably see it in the. I don't know. There it is. So for Straturday, there's my Strat. But yeah, they left it behind, and I was like, you know, is anyone going to pick this up? Is anyone going to take it? So I said, I'll take it until somebody claims it. So it's still anyone in the chat claiming it? I have my Squire Classic vibe Strat in hand. It's got the color of the Malmsteen Strat. It's a yellow. It changes color. I mean, honestly, this color, every different light changes it. I mean, right now it definitely looks yellow or cream to me, but at times it looks like a white. At times it looks like a real yellow, but looks like a Homer Simpson yellow. But it's I don't know. Is it a blonde? I don't know if it's called blonde or what the color is. So. But yeah, I think it was like a 91 or something like that. What else? Straturday Night, Mike Condy. James Gum. Billy Ribbons, I think you mean Billy Gibbons, gave Ed a few Irvine Chiquita guitars. Yeah, the Chiquita guitars, like the only Chiquita that was the famous Chiquita was the one from Back to the Future that Michael J. Fox was playing. I always liked those, but they're expensive. I mean, for a little backpack guitar, I think they're like $500 or something like that. Maybe they're cheaper nowadays, but yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, Dog PA, but I'll let it fly. Don't see you guys showing many Gibsons. I got a Gibson in the other room. I have an SG. That's the only Gibson I have. I don't know if Johnny has any Gibsons, but yeah, I mean, Gibson. What's going on with Gibson these days? I know in the last few months they've. I don't know. Last year they were having financial troubles and stuff, but. James Gum, you have a Malmsteen Strat? Has it got the scallop fretboard? Those are cool, man.
I don't have a Gibson.
No Gibsons? A Chipson? You have a Chipson?
I've got an Epiphone.
It's a Chipson.
I've got an... No, that Epiphone's a real Gibson.
Yeah, well.
It's the same. A Chipson or a Fibson. That's
some Epiphone. You can get $100 Epiphone. You can get $100 Gibson.
Well, it's the same company, though.
Yeah. Well, Gibson. It's like saying Kramer's a Gibson. You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The new Kramers are Gibsons,
right?
Not the old ones. The old ones aren't.
Yeah, James, post those pictures to the Discord. Ding.
What happened to yours?
A little flat there. Anyway, let's see what I got. Let's see if they. Very cool. So this was from. Let me see if I can. I blacked out the name, but I'll see if it's something Teespring. This is a company that Nerd Halen
Oh, yeah. Teespring. That's a
Nerd Halen's using for their merch. So I got a Nerd Halen tee in green. With a red and white logo. There we go. Very cool. These are the new Nerd Halen tees. The latest batch. We got Caleb or the nerd on the cover there. I guess that's Caleb.
It looks like Caleb.
Yeah. Definitely. But yeah, I'll be sporting that. I'll put that on next week.
Wow, awesome. Yeah, speaking of Nerd Halen, they'll be with us on Tuesday.
There you go. That's right.
Yeah, Tuesday at May 21st, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific.
Tuesday.
Hal Sparks will be here, and Caleb Rapoport.
Yeah, Hal Sparks. Was he was it Web Soup or Talk Soup? Not Talk Soup.
Talk Soup. He was one of the hosts of Talk Soup on the E channel.
Man, that's so cool.
I used to watch. Man, I used to watch the E channel all the time, man. Like right now, like this is way before YouTube, way before. Well, what year would this have been? 2000, 2001, which I guess is a long time ago now.
Well, I mean, they had Howard Stern. They had.
I used to watch
a lot of that stuff.
My Fridays and Saturday nights, if I was home, I'd be watching the E channel. I'd be sitting right here.
It's all those
right
early...
like this, right like this, watching whatever was on E. It would have been Talk Soup. It would have been. They had that one show at night where. What was it? Wild On. Was that it?
Yeah.
Wild On.
That sounds,
where they would go to different locations.
Right.
And it was Brooke Burke was the second host.
That's right.
The first host was Jules. I used to watch.
There's a whole lot of softcore porn on that. I remember those, like the Hawaiian Tropic and stuff like that. Those were all like the E channel. Hey,
all your VHS tapes are full of those.
Back in the day, hell yeah. But yeah, well, Howard Stern. I mean, talk about softcore porn. That's some of the stuff that they had on there was pretty much that. And that was the E channel. And he had his for a long time. He had his video or the video of his radio show.
Most of the 90s, from the mid to late 90s, was his E show. Yeah, I used to watch all that stuff.
That was cool, though. I mean, it was always crazy, and I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
After dark, he was the good channel.
E was a good channel to watch. I used
for a
to
long
watch
time, yeah, in the 90s, and
that was my
what's
favorite
on it
channel.
nowadays.
Oh, I was wondering. I was wondering that. I don't know.
I think it jumped the shark when what was it? Who was that? That model that had her show for. She was in Naked Gun. That girl. What the heck is her name? She was in Playboy, Naked Gun. She had the E show for a while. Come on. I can't think of her name.
John BL. What was the name?
What the heck was her name? As soon as you hear it, you'll be Nicole Smith, Anna Nicole Smith. She had her show, and that was like when E kind of in the early 2000s when they kind of ended up.
She had a show.
It was the fake reality shows. Yeah, and she.
It was a reality show.
She died shortly after it. Yeah, and what was it? What was the name of her show? It was and she was just like a complete mess on the whole show. It was like, she was in. Oh, it was bad. It was sad, and she died shortly after. Whatever it was. Anna, I don't know what the show was, but yeah. I do remember it. It was around the same time as like the Osbournes and stuff when Ozzy was off his rocker too,
All that stuff.
Man.
Oh, all that reality. It's crazy, man. It's David Ennis. Thank you, David Ennis. Awesome, man. Awesome. Let's answer a few questions here real quick. TWF 7847 says, Johnny, do you like your EVH 50 guitar? Did I? Oh, I don't have one.
Well, you don't have an EVH, but you do have a 5150, don't you?
I do, but it's not the same.
Right.
It's not the same thing. I'm thinking about buying one. Any opinions would be appreciated. Oh man, yeah. The EVH 5150 is a great guitar. It's the Stripe series guitars. They keep getting better and better and better. You know, and if I was to get one of the Stripe series, that's definitely one of the first I would get. It has a satin finish. The neck is awesome.
Yeah,
Jane B.
Who has the EVH? Who showed off the EVH 51? Was it Steve Anderson, or did he build his own?
He made his own.
Somebody had the EVH.
Zipkin.
Okay.
Our friend Zipkin has one. And actually, there's videos on the channel here. Well, I've done tons of videos with the guitars.
From Guitar Center and stuff.
I uploaded one from it was a lost video in my phone from like years ago. I uploaded that. Jane B, great to see you. Thanks for jumping in. What time is it where you are?
Good morning.
Wow. Always good to see you, Jane. Thank you. But anyway, TWF 7847. That's a great guitar. It really is. If you're thinking about getting one, I would definitely do it. True Hollywood Story. Oh, those were awesome, man.
There you go. Yeah, that's another
Vista Lights. Yeah,
program.
Those are great shows. Oh, there you go.
James Gum. Yeah.
James Gum has one. Awesome. It's 6:15 a.m. Sunday morning where Jane is.
Jane, where are you? Are you in Europe somewhere?
She's in the UK.
Yeah. Very cool.
Wow.
What else? Any other questions out there? Tara Reid. Oh God. See, those were the E.
Tara Reid.
What was it?
A friend of mine was on a show with her. Remember the show? What was it? What was the show with the doctors? It was like a comedy.
Oh, Scrubs.
Scrubs.
Yeah,
she was in an episode with Scrubs of this friend.
I think I remember that. Yeah,
a friend of mine who played the Soup Nazi on Seinfeld.
Oh my God, you know that guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez, come on, talk about that, man. That's cool. Tara, well, yes, it was. There was something. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever happened to Zipkin? They're around. Actually, I just talked to them on the phone. A few weeks ago, they called me.
They
playing
the pronoun game.
But yeah. The Soup Nazi. Yeah.
That's really cool,
I've known him for years and years and years and years. We've actually hung out in person probably a couple times or a few times.
Very cool.
Over the years. And I tried to get him to come to some of my shows over the years, and scheduling it never happened. But
what does he think about his reputation? I mean, has he done a lot of different roles besides the Soup Nazi? Is that what he's really known for?
That's what he's known for, but he's done a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But he's mainly known for the Soup Nazi.
And he doesn't really have an accent. He's full like an American, right? Or is he?
He's the accent that was a character.
Right. Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know. Yeah, maybe I'll get him on here. Actually,
go for it, man. That'd be really cool.
I'll ask him.
Does he play guitar? Or?
He doesn't play guitar, but he does sing. He is a singer.
Oh, that's cool.
His son actually plays guitar, and his son was using my guitar picks, my Johnny Beane picks.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a video on the channel here. Search Soup Nazi on the channel. Not now. Actually, on playback.
I'm not searching anything with that word in it.
Well, make sure you put soup in there. I'll put a card right here on playback of me, and his name is Larry Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be together on a card right here. You'll see that. No Kramer for you.
Great. Yeah,
that's funny.
Well, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Actually, real quick, who has a wrench? David Ennis. Well, here, I'll do it. I'll grab the video. I'll put it in the chat. So real quick, just so it's here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how do I do that? Wait a minute. We're a little out of sync. What?
Uh-oh.
What is that? YouTube. Here we go. I'll grab it real quick. Yeah. He's a singer, and yeah, I should definitely. I'll ask him. I mean, I don't know.
Is he live in your area? What's he? How'd you meet him?
No. I met him because I went to a film screening of a movie that he was in, and I met him afterwards. I met him at the after party in San Francisco. Actually, no, I met him at the thing, and then I was hanging out with him at the party. This was back in 2007.
Oh.
But the last time I actually saw him was like in 2010.
Yeah, you should contact him.
Here we go. Let me grab the video. Oh, it says we're live.
Well, that's good.
Okay, here's the video. If you guys can watch it, you can go ahead and watch it. Open it up in a different browser. Keep this video playing, or pause this video. Pause the video you're watching now.
Where'd you put it? In Discord or?
It's there it is. It's in the chat. I think that's it. Let me know. Click on that and tell me if that's the video. It's in the chat. Yeah, there it is. It only has 878 views. That's insane, man.
It's not loading for me. Doesn't want to find it. Well, you can play it.
It opens for me.
I don't know. It's not opening on my phone.
Play it on that screen behind you. You can play it. It's fine. Because it's my own content, so you can play it.
Oh, there it is. Master of my domain. Yeah, that's him. Definitely the soup Nazi. Johnny Beane. No soup for you. Want some more? Nice hat, Johnny. Where's that hat? Nice. Where's that pick? Is that a Mayfire pick?
Yeah, that's a Mayfire pick.
Those are cool.
No, I really don't. You know, I tried years and years ago, and I just felt like my fingers were way too clumsy to ever like.
I asked him if he plays guitar, and he's like,
yeah, it's strange hearing him without the accent.
Sounded good. He's taking really under it. So I have high hopes for him.
So how did his son get your picks before this?
Because I had met him before that.
Oh,
I had hung out with him before that, and I gave him some picks.
and that jacket, Johnny. My goodness.
I still have that. That's a shirt. I still have that shirt. I still have that hat, but the hat's like busting up, so I don't wear the hat anymore.
That's cool.
The soul patch. Hey, Steve Carmichael. Good to see you, man. Should I bring that back? My wife is telling me now to get rid of this. She hates it.
I thought she liked it last night.
I know.
She saying she liked it?
Now today she's like, you got to get rid of that. So maybe I'll get rid of it and I'll just keep the patch. What do you think?
Oh man, that's
maybe
worse.
I'll do that. How should I do it? Should I
sport the mustache for Tuesday night?
Should I?
Just do the mustache with the long, like the long. Just take out the beard part and just have the long.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that, man.
Oh man, that'd be cool.
That's disgusting, man. Oh, yeah. I'm wondering if I should, because over the years I've done everything. I've had the full beard. In that video you're watching there, I've got it goes down to here. Maybe I've got that. Or no, that's in the Jason Becker videos from back then. I've got this. I've done just this. I've done just this. I've just I've done every.
Well, surprise us Tuesday night.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm
Go for the mustache. Go for just the mustache.
I'm thinking maybe
the soul patch.
The Fu Manchu, Steve. Yeah. I don't know what's going on, but
that's cool.
Yeah. See, there you go. There you go. Yeah, mate. I'll ask him. I'll somebody remind me because I forget everything. I'll ask him if he wants to come on because he actually does have like a brand new song that he released.
What kind of music does he do?
He's really into like his favorite is
hardcore rap, gangster rap.
Rick Derringer.
Really?
Rick Derringer, that's his favorite.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a unique favorite. Rock and roll hoochie coo.
Yeah.
Man. The only thing I know about Rick Derringer is he did the WWF album with Hulk Hogan and them, Pile Driver.
Well, hey, Rick Derringer.
There you go.
Degrees of Van Halen. Van Halen used to do rock and roll hoochie coo in the clubs.
That's it. There you go.
Back when Eddie used a wah pedal.
It was one of my first snail mail boots cassette from all the rarities from club days. What was it? It was Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo was on there. The Joe Walsh song. I don't know. They've been playing all those old covers that they did.
Oh, a Funk 49.
Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah.
The oh crap, who was that?
James Gang.
James Gang, which was Joe Walsh, right?
Joe Walsh,
yeah. Yeah, I know. I every time I have soup or something and it has melted cheese in it, I skip it because it gets stuck everywhere.
I had a goatee for maybe a month or so. I had two times in the last 10 years, I think I had and it just got so annoying. I was just like, that's it, I'm shaving it. I never have facial hair. Very rarely.
Well, it's funny because I've gone years and years and years of being clean shaven. And when I consider like the real me, I'm clean shaven. But since I've been doing these videos the past, however many years it's been,
you've always had something on there. Yeah.
I've had the beard so much. So most people think of me with the beard, but when I think of me, I don't think of me with the beard. So that's probably kind of weird, to you guys, because you've always seen me with it. Right. But to me, it's like, it's just, I'll have it for a little while. Next thing you know, 3 years goes by.
Well, it is easier to just skip the shave or at least skip half the shaving and, just do keep the whole the tough spots pretty much.
I don't know. Mike, that's David Lee Roth.
Oh yeah, Dave with the Wampa. It's the Wampa. It's not Dave. There's the Wampa.
You'll be having Fruit Loops out of that tomorrow, huh?
Oh, I do have cornflakes. I'll eat some cornflakes tomorrow. I guess I got to leave that up there.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's from the beginning of the 1979 promo videos with the boys backstage before the show in Rochester, New York, which is the 40th anniversary tonight. Or last night, in this case.
That's how we started talking about that, huh?
That's right.
You said 40?
1979. That's 40 years.
Oh, my gosh.
All right.
I can't believe I'm almost 40. I can't believe in 5 years I'll be 40.
Right.
I can't believe in 10 years I'll be 40.
Believe, yeah, 11 years, 29, Johnny. Jeez.
Actually, my birthday is next month. If you guys, well,
I got a cough.
I think my birthday runs on a Saturday. So I think we'll be sitting here in less than a month. We'll be sitting here on my birthday. You and me.
Yeah. On Saturday night, Straturday night. I had my birthday about a month ago. Celebrated with all the April birthdays. Jay, Dave.
Yes.
So yeah. Young buck.
Yeah. Yes. Old metal dude. Do you own an acoustic guitar? I do.
Yeah, Johnny showed it last night on
I showed it off last night.
Strat Friday.
I was dropping picks out of it, and I threw it on the couch.
13 seconds it took Johnny to get the pick out of there. That's pretty good. I'd say that's a pretty good.
Just the one
save.
or two. 2 picks dropped out of there.
Yeah.
And something else, which I don't know what, like a sticker or paper or something like that as well. My birthday is June 15.
June 15.
June 15. I'll be the big something.
Let's hear it.
The big something. Oh.
Johnny won't tell us. I'm guessing 44, 43 or 30, 34, 33,
Keep going.
something like that.
Keep going down.
Yeah, we won't go there. We don't need to go there. I just turned 45, and that's painful.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Whatever. It's at this point it doesn't even matter.
In the chat, type how old do you think I'll be. I want to see some of these guesses. Although I might look way older now than I did, a couple weeks ago.
I thought 48.
No.
I think Rob Johnson and I are the same age, because he was saying he graduated in 92 on Tuesday night. So we both graduated in 92. And he's not far from me. I should check and see if Dave and Rob want to have lunch next Friday. They're in the Massachusetts area.
Hey, next Friday?
I might do that, because Dave said he was going to see Rob in Mass, and Rob's about an hour away from me. So,
hey Phil, welcome Phil. Yeah, man. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it live.
Yeah, if they're up for it,
awesome.
I'll take a little road trip. I mean, geez, like I said, it's only about an hour, so we could meet and have dinner or something.
I'll warn you ahead of time.
We'll meet at Burger King or something.
Rob's got muscles, man. When I saw him in Anaheim, in Hollywood.
Well, Rob's like
he's huge.
The martial arts expert, and yeah, he's all about that stuff.
He's way more muscular than he looks on video. He is. He really is.
Well, he looks like he definitely has the martial arts background. That's a big part of his life, from what I hear. So that's really cool. I was a blue belt back in 7th grade. That was where I stopped. Karate. I couldn't remember. I couldn't tell you any of the stuff that I learned, but yeah.
Okay, I'm seeing some numbers here.
Are they close?
I'll say yes or no. Mad Dog, no. Mike, no. Old Metal Dude, no. John, no. Mike, is that the same Mike? No. Sammy, no. Sammy, no.
Frank?
TWF, no. Charlie S, no. Frank Corcoran, no.
43?
Dan Halen, maybe. Sammy, no.
Dan Halen. It's like 22, yeah.
Those are all no's.
AI Gaming is the closest. He's the closest, right? Minus, what, 4-5 years?
Oh, I gotta use the bathroom again. Did you unbox that thing already?
Did I? I don't know. You remember?
Oh, the T-shirt. Oh, that's right. That's
Nerd
right.
Halen. I do have another one, but I'll
Nerd
wait.
Halen, dude. Did I tell you guys Nerd Halen will be with us on Tuesday?
Yeah, with Hal Sparks, Sparks, and
Hal Sparks and Caleb Rapoport will be here Tuesday, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific. I'll be right back.
All right,
real
John.
quick.
So,
real
how
quick.
old, in the chat? How old do you think I am? I already told you. Oh God, what else is going on?
That's my guess for you. That's my guess for you, not me.
I think since Johnny's taking a break, I think my guess is 43, 44 or something like that. But you have to go back and watch the last couple of years of videos and get the little hints. Johnny drops hints and you can figure it out. But getting right in there as to what the actual date is, we don't know. He will not admit it. So we got 52 watching, 32 thumbs up. Let's hit those thumbs up. Like I said, I do have another unboxing. Not really guitar related, but sort of tech related. I'll do that when Johnny gets back. And yeah. So 6 Degrees of Van Halen. Any other classic rock bands? Let's see if we can connect them to Van Halen. Give me one. Anyone. Johnny already dropped it. 45. Yeah.
No, that was my guess. That was my guess for you.
Oh, guess. You don't have to guess. That's what it was.
Because you actually said.
Yeah. I'm not afraid to admit it. You know, at this point, what the hell? What am I going to lose?
I know. I'm still
connect Peter Frampton to Van Halen. So Peter Frampton played on Day on the Green, 1978, with Van Halen. I think that's a connection. Day on the Green, was that Oakland?
Oakland Stadium.
Mm-hmm. And so he opened for Van Halen on several of those big festival shows in the late 70s, early 80s.
Charlie, yes, that's part of the fun. You know, I can tell you guys anything.
Right?
I can say anything I want on here.
Like I said, Charlie, you know, it's a game. Yeah, just go back and look at all the clues that Johnny drops, and you know, he's given you enough information. So
I've remember you guys. I've been on YouTube here for 13 years.
That's what I'm saying. Go back, look at the old videos, and go through them. And
I've got the views. I've got over 3 million views. Subscriber wise, I should probably have way more subscribers than I actually do, because for years I never told people. I never said, please subscribe. You know, I never did any of that. I'm just now doing that. So I should probably my subscription should probably be like way more than it actually is. But view wise, I've got the views. You know, over 3 million. But yeah, go back 13 years on these videos. I'm sure somewhere there's a birthday video of me, or there's me actually telling you how old I am somewhere. You know, back when my videos would get, 20 views.
All you got to do is say when you graduated high school, or when you're, a certain date that you can pinpoint the year that you were 18 when you graduated high school, I'm assuming. So, if you said, I graduated in 95, I graduated myself. I graduated in 92. So did I? Yeah, 92. It was a good year.
92. It was okay.
Well, what were you guys saying last night? 91 was the year.
Let me think. 92. Let me think back to 6th grade.
6th grade. Yeah.
Douglas, you only have seconds? No, Jay's not here, man. It's all good. It's all.
Dave's not here either. Dave's not here, man.
Clear. Coast is clear. Douglas, you want to jump in, man?
Let's go, buddy. Yeah,
Jay's not here,
when
man.
Jay's not here, you can come on. Let's do it, man. Did who was going to call in last night? Didn't you? Was it
I got a bunch of texts from people.
Yeah.
Saying who they were and stuff.
Well, the number's still there. If anyone wants to call in.
It's always there.
Right there. 415-952-3263. Text Johnny first. So there were a couple other Alice in Chains. You can connect from the 91 tour, the Carnal Knowledge tour. They toured with Van Halen.
Mm-hmm.
Poison.
I was there. I saw them.
I saw them in Providence. Poison opened for David Lee Roth on the Skyscraper tour.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't. I never knew that.
Alan Holdsworth, didn't Ed play on something with Alan, or he
played He played a couple shows with him.
Yeah. So
he played a couple shows, and then he was going to produce one of his records when he got home from a tour from like Diver Down or something.
He kind of, I mean, would it be wrong to say Ed took him under his wing, or the opposite?
He got him signed to Warner Brothers.
Right. That's what I thought.
He actually got him signed, and he was going to produce the record, but I think he had to go out on like I said, on the Diver Down tour. And while he was gone, Holdsworth went ahead and did everything anyway.
Ed was busy in that period. I mean, 82, 83, you got Michael Jackson, Starfleet, Alan Holdsworth. I mean, so he was, I mean, he built 5150, all that stuff, man.
5150 was built in 82.
Was the Nicolette Larson project, wasn't that around that time?
That was 77.
Oh, that was earlier, much earlier.
78.
Yeah.
You know, there's pictures of 5150 being built. Did you ever see those?
I think I've seen them.
Was it Patrick?
Wasn't it mostly like just like the framing and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And drywall and that kind of, I mean, kind of.
It was either Patrick or David Bertinelli posted pictures of the outside of the studio and
that's cool. And then
is that true? Did Aldo Nova open for Van Halen?
I don't know who was Aldo Nova. I've heard of him, but I don't really know much about him.
He's got that one song. Well,
that Aldo Nova song. What is it?
The one song that I know of.
Yeah, I'm sure I probably know it, but I don't. Motley Crue played the US Festival '83 with Van Halen.
Heavy Metal Day.
Heavy Metal Day. And that's that anniversary is coming up next week.
Oh, we'll have to do a show on it, man.
Definitely.
Fantasy, yeah, that's it. Wow, I'm so glad you guys are watching. I'm glad we got viewers. 53
Mike, Charlie,
watching.
and John, Doug, Old Metal Dude, all of them come up with the fantasy. Yeah,
35 of these. Thank you. Let's shoot for 100. You know, definitely. We can do it. I mean, I know we. Well,
if we want to stay on till 6 a.m. Who knows? We'll see where it goes.
It's been great lately. All these scheduled videos. Remember, that's the keyword, scheduled.
Scheduled.
All the scheduled ones, you know, I've been doing really good with views and thumbs.
Cool.
Really good. You know, like every video we do, like close to 100 thumbs ups and like 700 views a piece or 800. Nice. You know. So yeah, we really appreciate all of you guys.
Absolutely.
You know, myself, John BL, David Nesdall, Jay Hannon, Jonathan Mancuda, you know, all the regulars. You know. We appreciate all you guys watching.
Every Saturday, man. I look forward to this every week. That's great, man. 50 watching. Man, that's really cool.
For me, somebody just left. It went 51 to 50. Right, like real quick, and then you read it at 50. And now it's back to 51.
Yep.
5150. I should actually. That'd be a cool. Let me tape that real quick.
Tape what?
Tape the number. Dropping. Hang on. That's kind of cool. Now it's up to 52. Now it's 53. Oh well, it's going in a better direction. So
well, let's see if we can get 51 thumbs up, and then see if we can get the watching right at 50.
Dude, that's a great idea. Can we get not 54? Wow. Can we get 51 thumbs ups? We're at 35. We just need what? 15?
Yeah, we'll get there.
15 thumbs ups. That's all we need. Just kidding. We need all of them. Man, this is so cool though, man. We got viewers, we got people, that are actually sitting here watching us.
It's always cool to have viewers, definitely.
Talk about just nothing.
1:43 a.m. in the east. Johnny, what do you got? 10:30.
I got 10:43 out here in rainy Santa Cruz. It's raining, man. It's pouring.
The weather broke in the last couple of days. We've had some couple 70-degree days with a little bit of sun, but we haven't had much of a spring. It's been rainy and cold and wet, but.
And because it's raining here, in case the power goes out, I'll just tell you guys. I'll just warn you guys. Like if I disappear, I'm just saying. If this does happen, because we've got trees, we've got all kinds of stuff out here. If
it that bad? Is it torrential, or is it you got wind and thunder, or what?
No, there's no.
Never know what can happen.
You never know. But if my power goes out, you have 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then the video will end. So I'm just letting you know.
I'll wrap it up at that point.
If I disappear, like if I'm sitting here and it just goes, goes dark, if you guys lose me, you got 5 minutes.
All right.
To get those thumbs ups.
good to know.
You have 5 minutes to say subscribe, thumbs up.
And that's what I'll be doing the whole time.
6 degrees of Johnny Beane.
Well, let's connect Johnny Beane to the boys. Well, that's easy. Johnny's.
I've been a fan, man.
That's right.
I'm definitely a fan.
You've seen them live several times, so you've been in the same room with them. I think that's the only qualification you need. If you've been in the same room, or an artist has been in the same room with them, then that'll connect them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, Avery's.
Cool in the Gang. Like Cool in the Gang opened for them in the 2012 tour, right?
Yeah.
2012. Yeah.
Yeah. That was probably, you go to a lot of those big shows, that was probably one of the most recent bigger shows I've gone to where I've actually gone and watched the opening band.
Yeah.
Has been cool.
Oh man, some of the videos that they put up online from that, they're a funky band, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else to say. They're just really.
I remember
it's such a unique choice when I heard that they had chose them. It's such a unique choice, but yeah.
I remember one of the guitar players was playing a Wolfgang.
All the hits that they had, yeah.
I remember.
I think Ed always gave those guys any of the openers Wolfgangs or music bands, etc.
I remember cool. One of the guitarists was playing I'm thinking it was maybe a stealth special, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I've got the picture on my computer. I saved it. I thought that was super cool.
Let's see. I got one of the Cool in the Gang videos.
Search Cool in the Gang. Search images Cool in the Gang Van Halen, and maybe you'll see a picture of the guy playing the guitar. Maybe.
I don't know if I still have that. It's online though. I think it was opening in Greensboro for them. But it's definitely not. All the hits that band had. Cool in the Gang. Jungle Boogie, and that's the one that comes to mind. But there were, every song they played was a hit. Back in the day, they were like.
I don't know how many different members they've had though.
Dozens.
Like, I don't know if the guy singing like one of those hits in one of those videos from the 80s is the same guy that I saw singing that night,
No, I think they have a new singer.
I don't know.
Cool in the Gang. Oh my God. There's dozens of past members. Current members, there's like 12 of them. But what were their singles? Jeez.
What's the one top hit?
Jungle Boogie, Hollywood Swingin', Ladies Night, Celebration.
Oh, there you go. Celebration. That's
Get Down on It.
That's them?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I didn't know that. Yeah, Celebration, that's probably their top number one. What's their top number one hit?
Jungle Boogie. At least that's what it says.
Oh.
Jungle Boogie.
Dance Party.
Oh, yeah, what else? Yeah, Celebration. Is that sound?
Yeah.
Come on.
That's the one that I would think that's their number one song right there.
Probably, yeah. That doesn't really put them in order. So.
Wikipedia would tell you. Wikipedia them, and it'll have their hits.
It says it's got the whole breakdown, and the first single that comes up is Jungle Boogie, but I don't know if that was by the year or by the. Let's see. I don't know. Got to go by album.
I don't know. I just think I used to play the Scarface video game for PC.
Oh wow!
And that had an amazing soundtrack. Like every time you jump in your car, you know, Tony Montana. Every time you jump in your car and drive, you could turn on the radio, and you know, Scarface. It was kind of like another version of like a Grand Theft Auto kind of game.
So was that from like early, like the 90s, or like early like PC days?
2006.
Oh, okay.
2006, 7, 8. You know, I was playing this game all the time. But I'm thinking there might have been some Cool in the Gang. There was definitely
I'm not seeing a lot of their singles. Like I don't know what the first single they had would have been.
Rick James. There was a lot of Rick James on this video game. Man.
Ladies Night, yeah. It was 79. Anyway.
Man, Rick James, man. Some of his tunes are great, man. And okay, 6 Degrees of dude.
What's
did
that?
you know Rick James had a guitar player in his band back in the late 70s, early 80s that played a striped guitar?
I seem to remember that, yeah.
It might have been one of those Charvels.
Charvels, yeah.
One of those black and yellow Charvels that were not licensed by Eddie. You know, they started, you know, that you guys, is everybody watching? Yeah, back in the late 70s, early 80s, there was never an official Eddie Van Halen guitar, but other companies would make guitars, you know, striped guitars, and Charvel made some guitars, and there's a bunch of them out there. They're black and yellow striped.
There's Farm Aid. He's playing some kind of a Strat.
Oh no, that's later. You want to go to like 80. You want to go to 79, 80. Search Rick James 79.
81. There it is. Okay, here it is.
81. And yeah, don't play the music, but see if you can get a still of the guy.
Yeah, I can see it already. It looks like I think he had a yellow. There it is. Wow, he's got a full-on.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! There it is.
That is the Bumblebee.
I'm talking. Hang on. Yeah,
All
I told you. There it is.
So,
yeah, look at that. That's it. Oh, that's cool.
Find a picture of the real Bumblebee. How close is that? Because that's pretty damn close.
Look at that. See, I can play your game.
All right, let me find a Bumblebee picture.
We'll just search that guy. You can find.
No, I just want to see how close that is. If it's an actual like Charvel, that I mean, it's got a. Did the Bumblebee have a maple fretboard? I think it did, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it did. Philip, I don't think I ever played Scarface, but GTA Vice City took a lot of inspiration. Yeah. I've got GTA Vice City on my iPad.
Wow.
I've played it on my iPad a bunch. I've got that one, and I've got the later one.
That is the exact, well, pretty close to the real deal. Although that doesn't look. That's a here. That one's better. All right, I'm gonna do it this way.
Yeah, that's the real one.
There's the real one, and so it looks pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
A few of the thin stripes aren't there. That's the only thing that's missing is a few of the thin stripes, but the thick stripes are pretty much exact. Wow, that's strange. I wonder what the story behind that is. And it's got a striped headstock too, so let's see if we can see what brand it is. Rick James, everyone. And then I get an interview. So barely see the headstock there. My guess, yeah, that's probably a Charvel.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it definitely is. That's definitely
Who painted the was it someone in Charvel who painted the yellow and black?
the
Bumblebee?
original one.
Yeah.
The original one.
Yeah.
I think the original one. Yeah. The one that's on the back of the Van Halen 2 record. Yeah.
So could you buy that paint job through Charvel at the time?
You could buy a similar paint job.
That's the paint job right there. As far as
I think there was I don't know if they were exact. They made different ones. Somebody wake up Nezdal.
Right?
They made different ones. Like go ahead and search on images, Google, search Van Halen Bumblebee Charvel, and you'll see like a bunch of other ones that are similar. Actually, somebody called into the show here one time. We have a video on the channel here of a guy talking about a Charvel yellow and black body that he got.
One, yeah, and that it was like an alternate one that he got.
Do you remember that?
Around, I do remember that. Yeah, is it this guy right here? Who's this? You know who that is? Have you seen that one? That's probably the guy we're talking about.
I don't know who that is, but
he loves his. That's a Charvel.
Yeah, they were actually producing those guitars, and that was a big no-no at the time. You know, because they were copying his guitar, Eddie's guitar, and Eddie didn't approve any of that. They couldn't see that because I was talking over it, but yeah.
I know I've seen a lot of the knockoffs, but it looks like a lot of these look like it's almost orange instead of yellow.
That looks like an art series.
Mm-hmm. Ed, who's this? Who's he with here? Is that Jazz Obrick? I don't know who that is.
No, I think that's the guy that made that guitar.
Okay.
I think that's the guy that made that guitar. No, that's not Jazz. No.
It wasn't Wayne Charvel. It was someone working for Charvel, right?
I think, yeah. 6 Degrees of Johnny Beane. You know, Jazz Obrecht is related to my uncle.
I remember you saying that, yeah.
I talked to him on the phone. Like,
you dropped something. Johnny, you dropped something over there.
Yeah, I know. I dropped my own name. Hey, Joshua. Joshua Kraft is in the house, everybody. Welcome,
related to Robert.
Welcome.
Related to Robert Kraft.
Who's Robert Kraft?
The owner of the Patriots, and now in a lawsuit.
What about those 70s cartoon shows? Wasn't that Kraft?
Oh, Sid and Mary Croft.
Sid and Marty. Oh, that was
Marty Croft. Yeah.
It was Sid and Marty, not Sid and Marty Kraft.
This thing gave me nightmares.
Sid and Marty Kraft. Yeah, those shows are crazy, man.
Yeah.
Although they'd be super awesome to watch, you know.
Witchy Poo. What was it called? They had a name for their show.
They had different ones. They had
Yeah.
there was the dinosaur one, which was super scary.
Oh, Land of the Lost or something like that?
There was Land of the Lost, and then there was different stuff, weird stuff.
Yeah, Witchy Poo and Banana Splits, was that? Do you remember Banana Splits? With they were all in costume and they were like a band, but they were
bears and they were riding go-karts and stuff.
Yes. This one right there, that's just disturbing stuff. Like,
what is that? Lettuce?
It looks like lettuce.
Is that lettuce?
And there's the redhead kid who was it was Land of the Lost, I think. Oh, it's just so weird. Sigmund and the Sea Monster. Hey, man, the 70s was just a strange time.
Oh, what was that?
Well,
that was scary.
The scary green screen stuff. Martha Ray wasn't. Oh my God, the Bugaloos.
Is that a spaceship? Oh my gosh.
We're going in some strange directions tonight, Johnny. The Lost Saucer. This is Jim Neighbors. All like the guest stars. Ruth Buzzy. They were all like current stars on 1970s TV shows, like from.
I think Ruth Buzzy. I think she follows my dog on Twitter. I think she follows.
She's a friend of Howie. Yeah,
I think she follows Howie. Yeah.
This is the opening of Land of the Lost, I think. Terrible green screen video.
That's a miniature right there.
Yeah,
like imposed.
Exactly. Yeah, superimposed. Yeah.
Look at that logo. Wow.
Land of the Lost. Did you see the Will Ferrell Land of the Lost? I never saw that one.
Oh, the movie? No.
I love Will Ferrell, but it got such bad reviews. I never saw it.
No, but yeah, Will Ferrell's awesome though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, Fleetwood Sack, welcome. Fleetwood Mac, 6 Degrees of Van Halen.
Did Van Halen record at Sunset Sound?
Yeah.
No. Sound City. Sound City.
Sound City.
Yeah. Sound City was where Fleetwood Mac recorded their album Rumors.
I remember. Okay, you go.
I don't know if they ever opened I don't know if they ever played on the same shows at all. What do you got?
No. Well, I remember there was an interview with Edward, and he was saying how Van Halen, they do the records quick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they would record a record in like 2 weeks or a week or whatever.
The early
records. Yeah. And I remember he was saying other bands, like he said something like other bands like Fleetwood Mac go in and they take their time and they take forever doing the records. I remember him saying that.
When were they in the same room of any member of Fleetwood Mac? So right now you've got.
I'm sure they were.
You can connect it to Tom Petty pretty easily because you've got the Mike Campbell is playing with Fleetwood Mac nowadays.
Isn't there a picture of David Lee Roth and Bonnie Raitt and Stevie Nicks on Sunset?
Probably, yeah.
There's a picture of the three of them together in front of with the Roxy or something.
With David Lee Roth?
1978, 79. I think there was a picture. Nerd Halen. Nerd Halen. You guys. Nerd Halen. Nerd Halen. Thank goodness you have a wrench. We've had so many trolls in here tonight. Oh. But hey, Nerd Halen will be here on Tuesday.
Yeah. There it is. Bonnie Raitt and Stevie Nicks.
A little closer. And look out, there's some weird guy behind you. That was scary. Keep going. Keep going. Say something.
You see it? There you go. Bonnie Raitt, David Lee Roth, Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks. There's your
connection to Fleetwood Mac.
There's your
Where's
Fleetwood...
Nerd Halen? Nerd Halen would be really good at this.
There's your Fleetwood sack.
Nerd Halen, we're doing the 6 degrees of Van Halen.
Okay, Nerd Halen.
Yeah, link him,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, all right. Awesome. You guys gonna get a preview.
Here's my Nerd Halen shirt. Caleb, I finally got it. I'll show it to him when he gets on, but Nerd Halen.
Nerd Halen, are you on Facebook? There you are.
What do we got going on? Sid and Marty Krofft, Wonderbug. Just some strange TV shows back then, man. Yeah, the stuff of nightmares. At least as a kid, it was always like a witchy poo, and witches was like my nightmare fodder. That's what I always had nightmares about. Just some Wizard of Oz and that kind of thing. That scarred me as a child.
The Wizard of Oz did?
Yeah, man. It was on every year.
Scary.
Oh, it was scary back when you were like 5 and 6 years old.
Oh, maybe with the monkeys flying around. Maybe that was the
God.
scary part. Maybe the witch, but everything else, you grew up with that. It was awesome. Hey, Caleb.
What's happening?
Nerd Halen.
What's up, man?
What is going on?
You at In-N-Out Burger?
No, I'm heading back to this place in Reseda called Petey's Place, where we played a week and a half ago 3 songs at a jam. And my singer in Nerd Halen, Hal Sparks, has his own original band called 01. And they're playing tonight at Petey's Place.
Cool.
And he wants to do Unchained and have me join.
Oh, man.
So we're gonna.
And we want to see it, and we want to see it live.
You want me to
hook it up, man? Hook that
You
up
want me to hook that up?
if you can.
If you can get us in.
I'll try my
What time
best.
are they going on?
I think they go on at midnight, so probably around 12:30 will be my time.
Well, that's like a what?
3:30
50 minutes, 55 minutes from now, or something.
Yeah, an hour and a half.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
We'll see what we.
You guys, it's just the 2 of you tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're having fun though. We're having a good time. I got my Nerd Halen shirt, Caleb.
I saw that. That's awesome.
Yeah, green.
It works. You're the
Forest
guy
green.
It proves to me that it works.
It only takes five weeks, but it does work.
It works. Oh my God. You got green, right?
Yeah, green. Is it like forest green or something like that?
Hunter
Green. I don't know if you can tell on the video, but
move it back a little. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
With a little red around the.
Yeah, it's got the red. That was cool.
It's a Christmas shirt.
Definitely. For your holiday season.
So yeah. Anyway, that picture of Roth is out in front of a strip club called the Body Shop on Sunset Boulevard,
Which Motley Crue used in their song "Girls, Girls, Girls."
Exactly. The Marble Arch, the Body Shop, and the Marble.
The Marble Arch. But what was the other one?
The Body Shop and the Marble Arch.
I thought it was the Model Arch.
My heart, because he married the girl from the Tropicana.
Man, I chauffeured him once.
Wow.
I chauffeured Vince Neil.
You chauffeured him? Did he chauffeur you?
No, but it was him and his girlfriend. It would have been what? 90. I want to say 97, 98. So I think it was the tour that he was playing with Steve Stevens, or one of the tours he was playing with Steve Stevens.
Coolio.
Yeah. Well, there's your link too. Also, Vince Neil opened. So, Caleb, we were playing 6 Degrees of Van Halen.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard. So we're linking different bands through. The requirement is that one of the band members of Van Halen, from anybody from the original 4 to Gary Sharon to Sammy, had to be in the room with these people at some point.
Right.
And it has to be a record of it. So, like I was saying, Vince Neil opened for David No, was it Van Halen on the '93 tour?
Oh.
So you can link, and we were saying Motley Crue open for at the US Festival.
Yeah.
So let me give you a Journey. Let's see your link to Journey quickly.
My link to Journey?
Just give me a link to Van Halen to Journey.
Van Halen to Journey. Well, they toured with them on the '78 tour.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
What else?
It was Journey, Van Halen, and Black Sabbath, right?
That's right.
The freeway.
I was thinking of Hagar with Sean, but there's all different ways you can go with it. Think
And
of
also,
a classic rock band and see if you can link them.
a classic rock band. Van Halen and Journey.
Douglas Fedor says, yeah, Billy Idol. Link Billy Idol to Van Halen. Within
Billy
6 degrees. It's only got to be 6 degrees, so you can do it. I mean, like I was saying, Vince Neil opened for Van Halen in '93 with Steve Stevens.
And Steve Stevens jammed with Eddie at the NAMM show, NAMM Jam in 1987. I remember that.
There you go. Yeah.
I was there when what's his name? The guy who does all the voices and sound effects, Michael Winslow.
Michael Winslow, yeah.
Him and Eddie dueled.
Yeah, I think you told it. Yeah, I've heard that.
So Michael Winslow was making guitar sounds with his mouth,
mm-hmm.
and he was basically playing Jimi Hendrix. So it's Jimi Hendrix dueling with Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Heidi Mark. Who's Heidi Mark? John Moronic. I don't know.
I don't see the chat. So. What a day.
What a day. Are you at the venue? Where
yes,
you at?
I just parked.
What's the place called? Petey's?
Petey's Place.
In Hollywood?
No, it's in Reseda.
Oh, that's right.
It's near Mr. Miyagi's house.
I was going to say a Karate Kid lives there.
That's right. I'm going to put my earplugs in.
Karate Kid, man.
Karate Kid, man.
I remember that. Dave mentioned that last week when you were saying Reseda, and I was like, oh, yeah, Reseda.
Yep.
I do remember that because they moved from like New Jersey to California, and that was like he was the new kid in school, and he got bullied.
Then
he took karate, and he was Rob Johnson's sidekick.
Didn't he went up against?
He actually is the Karate Kid man now.
Oh, they have the new series. What is it? Cobra Kai?
Cobra Kai.
Is that good?
I haven't seen it.
I heard the first season was really like you had to watch like the 10 episodes back.
As long as they didn't take it too seriously, I think it would be a really cool show. Like if they actually made a little bit of fun of it.
Right.
Because you go back and watch Karate Kid, and it's just it's funny for what it was.
Yeah. It's
the bullies, cool. And
yeah, it's so 80s, man. So
the skeleton,
the music,
costumes, and
the music.
Oh yeah,
hilarious.
Bananarama.
Young hearts beat fast. On the date scene,
I remember the Peter Cetera song from the Karate Kid too. It was at Chicago or Peter Cetera.
The Glory of Love.
I will, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He had some good songs, man.
He's got a good voice.
I mean, maybe they're cheesy, but that one was good. I like the one with him and Amy Grant. Thought that one was good.
Yeah, man. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Putting the earplugs in. Oh. Ouch.
Oh. Are those custom?
Yeah, but they're a little much. They go way deep, Oh
man.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays you need that stuff, man. Ugh, it's too loud.
I'm sure the chat will have fun with that one. Way deep. Yes, sir. So cool. Yeah. So Tuesday night, let's do it.
Yes. Yeah. We've been talking about it.
Plugging it.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. It's gonna be fun. Yes, Hal is so funny. It's gonna be great.
Awesome. It'll be cool to meet him, man. I've been
Yeah.
watching. Like I was telling John. I used to watch him on Talk Soup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was great.
He did a lot of those Comedy Central specials too, right? Did he do a stand up? I mean, did he do a lot of a couple? Was it HBO or Comedy Central?
VH1, I think, was his.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah.
He did the 80s
Half-hour comedy hour or something like that.
I love the 80s. That was like his.
Yeah, that's right.
His
I love
baby.
the 80s. There you go. Was he a producer on that, or was he like behind that?
Yeah, I think that.
Wow, we'll have to talk to him about that because that was huge when that early 2000s when that came out.
Yep.
I loved that, and that was Then from there they went to the 70s and 90s too. I think they did, and even 2000s. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Fleetwood Sack says that his kids watched a Disney show called Lab Rats, and Hal played the dad.
That's right.
On there.
That is correct. Lab Rats. Another one of his credits. I think one of his biggest parts that everyone might know is he was in Dude, Where's My Car? Played Zoltan.
I remember Dude, Where's My Car? Which
is a very memorable role. The Zoltan.
Ashton Kutcher and who's the other guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
The other guy from what was it? Was he from American Pie?
Yeah, Sean William Scott.
That's it. Yeah.
Never trust a guy with 2 first names, but never really trust a guy
Sean
with
William.
3 first names.
He's actually pretty good. There was another movie he did with John C. Reilly. It was, and they worked at a grocery store, and
he did those hockey movies with
and
Goon?
that's right too.
Goon?
Yeah, the Goon. Yeah,
great.
He did some good movies. Yeah, he was all right.
Yeah, no, he was good.
Awesome.
Real people.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try to jack back in there for the.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see some of that if it works out.
You guys are still
timing wise.
You guys are still on in 45 minutes or whenever that is. So.
Yeah.
I'll check.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
Coolio.
Thanks for checking in.
Of course. It's a Straturday Night Live.
That's right.
Has it just been the 2 of you all night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's busy, huh?
Guess so. Jay's putting down some guitar tracks, and
Jay's putting the tracks down. The captain's out of port.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Yeah, Michael Smith says hi, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured he's on the road.
He sent me a text this afternoon saying that he couldn't be here, but to tell everybody hello. So.
The captain.
Yeah.
Love me some captain.
He wishes he could be here, but he's not. Huh? Wait, David Nesdall's awake. He just sent me a picture on Instagram.
Dave, go to sleep.
He just sent me a picture on.
As long as he doesn't check in from bed, that's cool.
Yeah, let's see it.
Oh my gosh.
What? Dirty Carl?
He's awake. Okay, David Nesdall just sent me and Jay this picture.
5150 or 5051 right now. Somebody, Phil Mosley says
on the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, David Nesdall just sent me this. And so he's taking pictures of his guitars on his bed right now.
That's hot.
Look, they're snuggling. Ooh. Look at that. You got two Kramers snuggling.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's some straight guitar sex right there. I think they're crossing swords.
Oh no.
Oh God. Ouch.
On that note, yeah, I'll try to turn it on and see what. Hopefully, it sounds okay.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think, the thing will probably be at my feet. It'll probably be aiming like to the ceiling or something.
What are you playing? Do you have your rig? Or are you going to play, borrow something?
No, it's a backline, and I think Hal is gonna have his guitar head that he plays guitar. So with this band, so he's gonna hand me his cable. I brought my what's it? My black and white, not just the custom build Warmoth that I have. So it's not a Van Halen guitar, but I'm wearing a Van Halen shirt.
There you
I'm
go.
wearing
Cool.
these shoes. So
Oh,
I'm
man.
representing. Yeah, I wore these at my wedding.
Awesome.
Wow. Very cool.
Awesome. And Nesdal's watching right now.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Dave.
I texted him back saying I just showed that picture, and he's like, "Yeah, I know, I'm watching."
So what are you doing? Join us.
Yeah, get in there because I'm leaving. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay. See you, Caleb.
All right, later.
Caleb, take it easy. We'll see you later.
If I don't talk to you, I'll see you Tuesday.
Yes.
Everyone, be there.
Nerd Halen Tuesday night.
Nerd Halen. It's gonna be fun.
Awesome.
Nerd Halen.
All right. See you.
Yes. Bye.
Magic Mongo.
Oh my gosh. I hope we don't get in trouble for showing those videos back there.
Nah, it's. I don't think anyone remembers that stuff. Do you remember Magic Mongo?
No. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. David is all. Hey everyone. David. Oh, what else did I have? Something else I was going to say.
Finally, somebody with a wrench. You're in bed right now, naked? Oh,
God.
We were just wondering about that.
We were just praying we didn't see that or hear about it.
Remember the video where he actually...
Yes.
When we saw him? We saw him in bed.
That's one of those things you can't unsee. Oh, God. I'm in bed naked. I know, horrible thoughts, but it's true. Oh, God. It probably is. Well, I do have
Douglas, are you going to jump in, man? Douglas. Yeah, man. Douglas. I'll send you the link. Jump in, dude. Oh. So Nesdal is taking questions from the chat.
Didn't we have a question for him?
We were talking about something. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah. Stripes or something. Was it?
I don't. Some sort of something.
Dave, look back. We had a question for you. Scan back through. Watch the whole program from the beginning, and we had a question for you. Check in with us later when you figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, don't forget to share this video on Twitter, you guys. If any of you are on Twitter, tweet out this video, tag me in the tweet at johnnybeane, and I'll retweet you. Last night I retweeted like 2 or 3 people that retweeted last night's show.
I don't tweet, but I Facebooked you.
Mm-hmm.
Shared you.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. How come you don't tweet?
I haven't
never
got into it.
Oh.
Or Instagram or one of these days I'll get into it, but Facebook, I'm just strictly Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, last night I realized I've been on Instagram since 2010 or 11. Long time.
Man, I know. I guess I've been on Facebook for probably 10 years. I mean, what was that, 2009, 2008 when they started getting big?
What?
Facebook?
No, Facebook was huge 2007, 2006.
I think of that time as like MySpace. That was like the MySpace era.
Oh yeah, MySpace was still the big thing. MySpace was still the big thing back then. I was all over MySpace 2000. I don't know where I am. 5, 6. 7, 8, 9,
Yeah.
10, and then right around 11 or 12, MySpace went away.
Mhm.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, 2011, 12. The big thing was, I'm deleting my MySpace, everybody. Ha ha ha. You know, making a huge deal about it. It's like, so what, dude?
Yeah.
It's like, shut up. But Facebook, I remember making a Facebook account and not using it for like 6 months, and then jumping on Facebook, and next thing you know, everybody who I was friends with on MySpace, they've all went to Facebook.
Yeah, that's what I seem to remember. Like, yeah, within a few months, it was a big shift right over to it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, what was the big appeal? Why did MySpace was cool for a long time, and then it was just, I guess Facebook had some better features or something.
It was, well, the thing was, MySpace was cool because your parents weren't on it. You know, it was just us kids. And then what happened was everybody went over to Facebook, and now, you know, a lot of kids have left Facebook because their parents are all there.
Yeah.
You know. So Facebook is still cool.
Yeah, I still check in with Facebook pretty routinely, pretty regularly.
Yeah, I'm on there, and I just see the same people posting the same stuff.
Michael Smith is on
all
there
the time,
constantly.
Oh, he's always posting stuff on there. Yeah,
but cool stuff. I always like Mike's posts.
Yeah. Yeah, crazy stuff. Douglas, you want to jump in, dude? Here, Douglas. Let me send you. How can I send this to you? Philip, is that you? Awesome. Thank you, Philip. Philip just tweeted out this video.
Very cool.
I will retweet you. And then Douglas, how can I get you a link to this? Are you on I don't know. Oh yeah, yeah. Are you on the Discord? Are you on the He is.
I think he is.
Are you on Discord?
It's an E. It's an E too.
There you go, Phil. I just retweeted Phil's tweet. Thank you. Thank you, Phil. Okay, Douglas, if you're on... There we go.
Send a parcel post. I think he's messing with us.
Parcel post? Huh? No, that's Nesdal. I don't know what's going on. I think if... Let me jump into the Discord. I'll jump in there right now. And I'll send you the link to jump in with us. Huh? It asked for money? It didn't ask for money. No, it didn't.
It's like a payphone. You got to put a dime in before you can.
Let me look. Let me go to general. It tells me all the new people. Douglas Bador. It says you're here. Douglas Bador is here as the prophecy foretold. That's what it's telling me. So Douglas, you're not online right now. So Douglas. All right, here we go. That's the right thing, right? That's it. All right. Send. There we go. Douglas, jump into the Discord.
No.
Wrong button. Douglas, jump into the Discord and you'll find a DM that I just sent you, and there'll be a link to jump in. I just sent you the link to jump in with us. It's a Hangouts link, so you have to be signed into your Google Hangouts.
John Moronic wants to jump in.
John Moronic? John Moronic, are you on Discord? Sound. How did that ever get associated with this, man? All right, I'm shutting the Discord. The Discord is shut. But John BL, you have a link. What?
I do.
I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if we're gonna make it for another hour.
Yeah. Hey, well, let me do my own.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I don't know if we're gonna make it though.
Yeah, if you can jump in, Doug, that'd be great. Would be cool to talk to you. Pat's dogs.
Oh, I miss Mancuda.
Yeah,
He's my boy, man.
He's funny though. He's definitely.
We hung out down in LA
At NAM.
Had a great time. Yeah,
you guys had a great time in NAM.
Great time hanging out. Sonia, you sent me a friend request? Okay, awesome. Let me see.
All right, well, while you're at it, I got this today. I got this, this is an eBay purchase. $30. And like I said, it's not really guitar related, and I don't know what condition it's going to be in, etc. But let's check it out.
$30.
Something like that. There's some cool packing paper. Look at this. Man.
Wow, you could wear that.
Yeah, you can make something out of that.
It could be, that looks like one of those straw cowboy hats.
Yeah.
Like you just fold it.
I can make a brooch or a hat. Oh my God.
Thumbnail.
Yeah.
We got our thumbnail.
So I've got several. This actually looks pretty cool.
Good night, Nesdal.
Night, Dave.
See I might see you tomorrow. He wanted to work on his microphone tomorrow, so maybe I'll see you tomorrow.
I know. Hopefully you can get that fixed up.
I don't know what the deal is with him and his mic. That it makes no sense. It makes no sense. How
I don't know.
Whatever.
Like I was saying, if he has that problem, he should just switch right to his phone or something. Well, this is what I got. You want to tell me what that is? It's in a case. It's got a trigger.
Oh, it's a pricing gun. You're gonna go and mark down all your favorite stuff over at Marshall's.
That's right, and that way I get a discount.
What you do is you go in and you steal their pricing, stickers. You stick them in there. You go around and you're pricing all that stuff that you want. You take it up. Remember on Seinfeld when Kramer was marking down all the stuff in that store?
That's right. Does the Mexican store
because Elaine didn't like the owner of the other store, and they realized she owned two stores.
Seinfeld connection.
Yep.
All right, let's see if this thing works. I'm gonna wind it up. Right out of the box, it works.
Oh, look! Oh man, I love that sound. That's awesome. Is there tape in there?
It's not tape, my friend.
Huh? So what is that? Hang on.
It's 8 mil. This is an 8mm movie camera. This is what all that new Fresno. What is it?
Those old videos you used to find in the closet.
Well, that too.
Under the bed. It was boxes of stuff. It was all that. Huh?
Fresno Media Restoration. This is 8mm. This is old, like I said, film. That's what this is right here. Mm-hmm. And so this is an old. This is actually a 16mm reel. So, but
that's a spool.
It says it's a spool, but it says it's yeah, it is 8mm. So for a while they did it's what do they call it? 888. They use 16mm film, but they actually, when you get it developed, they split it down the. I actually got my I only have 8mm here, but I do have a 16mm reel.
Is that a Brownie?
It's not a Brownie. It's an.
Is that a Brownie?
It's an Argus. Then I dropped the reel.
What's a Brownie?
Brownie's a Kodak's version of the. This is actually really a nice 8mm camera. It's almost in perfect condition.
And so there's no sound with that, right? It's just video.
It's no sound. It's just film, not video.
Okay, all film.
Right. Hold on. Let me take a break. I'll be right back.
I need to take my break again. I've got a really cool app. Do I still have it on my phone? There was this I think it was a Steven Spielberg movie called Super 8 years ago. And I remember downloading. Did I see the movie? I might have fallen asleep during the movie. But I remember downloading the app on my old phone where you would film, video with your phone and it would end up looking like a Super 8, like what that looks like. I used to film videos with that. I should do that again. Man. I don't even have it on this phone. I should download it. Douglas, are you jumping in? You have the link over in the Discord. I DM'd you. Click on that link, follow the instructions, and you'll be right here with us. Let me see. Do I have that on here? 8mm vintage camera. Okay, so apparently I had that one. Oh, maybe it's just called 8mm now.
Yeah, if you want to get into it, if you want to kill some time, let's go. Let's do it. All right, so
I remember this app. Look,
yeah,
this app. I used to use this app all the time right here.
Yeah, well, you can nowadays you can get that look through anything.
Yeah, I'm re-downloading it onto the phone here.
It's really cool. I mean, I always back before you could get all those filters like on online or through your computer.
I remember this one.
This was the real deal. So here we go. Here's the 8mm. This is what the Fresno stuff was filmed on. You go onto it nowadays, and this is what the Zapruder film was. The killing of John F. Kennedy was filmed.
Oh.
And I think it may have been this actual model. This is from the 60s. So, and this is this is 8mm, which you had 8mm. And then you had Super 8mm right here. What are you doing, John?
I got the app back. Check this out. Oh crap. Is it recording? Say something.
Hey. What are you trying to do? Oh, you're trying to film something?
I just filmed this. He's using this. Man, I haven't used this app in years.
So I knew I was getting that camera. I pulled out a couple of my other cameras.
Here it is.
Let me see.
Here's what I just recorded.
Yeah, it's got the dust, the grainy film marks and everything. That's a cool look. I always like that. But here's the real deal.
I'm you. Okay.
So here's a 16 millimeter. This is what Live Without a Net was filmed on. This is what those 79 videos were filmed on. This is what Oakland was filmed on. 16 millimeter right here. Here's the 16 millimeter camera. This is a Bolex.
Man, that's cool.
You gotta wind it up. Literally got a motor. I mean, a little wind-up motor in it.
Man, that's such a cool sound, man.
Here's where the film goes. This is 1947. This was built. This is like Swiss manufacturing right here, 1947. Just take a look at that, though, Johnny. Look, 1947, man, like clockwork right there. Man, they knew how to make them back then. So, I mean, you could film something on this today, get a reel of 16 millimeter film, and it would look like, you know, a television show that's on. I mean, you can still put 16 millimeter film in this, and it'll look just as good as any 4K video you put on YouTube. You know what I mean? As long as you transferred it to video.
Say something.
What are you doing?
The video I just did with that app I'm uploading. What is it called? 8 millimeter? 8
Is that the name of the app?
footage.
But this camera is really cool, actually. For $30.
From tonight's show.
It's got the pistol grip.
It's a 9-second video. I'm uploading it. Let me know if you get a.
Let me see what year this was made.
Should be uploaded, like now. You guys watching right now, you should get an alert saying that I just uploaded something like just now to the channel, and it's what I just shot. Let me know in the chat if you guys get the alert.
There it is. I got it. Oop. Hold on. Actually looks pretty cool. There it is. But that's fake. This is the real deal. Can you see? Let's see if I can get it right up to the camera. Can you see the actual frames? Probably need a light behind it or something. But that's the cool thing about film. I mean, there's the actual frames right there. What do you see? Anything?
Needs to have a light behind it. I need to take one more break real quick.
All right. But anyway, yeah, so we got a few of my cameras here. This is a reel of Super 8 film, which goes in this camera. Let me see, build the chat back up. So this is a Canon Super 8. Oh, it's actually, there's still a cartridge in there. I need to get this developed. I I didn't even realize I still had a cartridge in there. I got to get that developed at some point. But this one doesn't have any batteries in it. So this was the 8mm now. Here's this. This is the 8mm. Hope I'm not boring anybody with this stuff. But I figured I got the package today. I'd show you guys. Like I said, this is what the Fresno 78, 79 footage was filmed on. But even, like I said, you can use these cameras today and get a great picture out of them. Just as good as any 4K video stuff you can get. But the problem is you have to get it developed, you have to send it away, and you have to get a projector, and you have to get whatever to transfer it to an actual video. But from the Super 8 video film cameras, you get this. This is the 8mm film. Got a bunch of these. I filmed all kinds of stuff back in the day with this stuff. And you got the 16mm that most, like a lot of television shows are on 16mm. Like I said, Live Without a Net. All the early Van Halen stuff that was before the MTV days. The film was on film, 16mm. Here's my 16mm camera. This one is a mechanical, purely mechanical, no electronics. It's all clockwork. Can go up to what is it, 64 frames a second, so it can really, you can do slow motion. Jeez, probably shouldn't run it without film, but and you can do animation with it. You can do, it's got 3 lenses. The lenses are on a turret, so you can turn to a different lens. I hope you guys aren't getting bored from this, but there's like the zoom lens, the wide angle lens, and then I don't have a third lens. Anyway, and then it's got a viewfinder on the side. You can't actually see what you're filming. You can only see the side view of it. But anyway, I wanted to share that, show you guys. Let's see. Like I said, this is an Argus. This is the spool looks like this, but this is a 16mm spool, and it would have used 16mm film, but it would use, you'd run it twice. You'd run it through, you'd run the 16mm all the way through, you'd flip the cartridge, or you'd flip the film around, put it back in, film it again, so it would use half and half of the 16mm. Basically, so half of this, you know, it would film. This is 16. It would film half on this side, half on this side. And then they develop it and cut it at the lab. So. But you can do it like anime. You can do, at some point I have all these films. I did claymation. I did a bunch of like stop motion stuff with these. Whenever I can get a chance to make a good dupe of that, I'll do that at some point. But for a camera that's like 60 years old, literally, I mean, this is from the 60s, I believe, or maybe even late 50s. It's really good condition. I don't know if you can still get film for it. Panavision, yeah, Brett McCord. So, yeah, Panavision was what all Hollywood used to film on. 35mm. Panavision was a company that they never sold their equipment. They only rented it out to basically, you know, Hollywood companies like Warner Brothers and stuff like that. They would Panavision was just about any film from the late 60s through the 80s and 90s, and was shot on Panavision. And Panavision was like the wide scope. So I'm not going to get into the way they anamorphic. They would squeeze it onto a 35mm film frame, and then when they projected it, they'd use a wide angle lens that would project it out. Someone was saying What brand is the 16 millimeter? It's a Bolex. Bolex is pretty much like the hobbyist 16 millimeter. This is the H16. It's the name of the model of the camera. Like I said, all clockwork. Swiss made, very like a Rolex watch basically. This is a Bolex. But like I said, wind up clockwork. Anyway,
I'm here.
You back?
I'm back. Man, the cool stuff, man.
Just going over my cameras, yeah. I'm really amazed how good condition this camera is for cheap on eBay.
Man, so what would you do with that?
Honestly, I don't even know if you can get 8mm film anymore. I know you can get Super 8. I don't know if you can get 8mm. Well, actually, this runs on 16mm, so all you would need is a what is it? Single perforated 16mm, which is the same as this film right here. So it runs with this film, but you run it through twice. So it's half of the first it goes through on one side, then it goes through on the other. It's kind of a complicated,
wow.
An antiquated, complicated system, but you can get the fact is, I mean, you can get really high quality images with it. Something that's 60 years old. I mean, film can be transferred to. I mean, nowadays 4K is like the high def of today. And you could transfer this stuff to 4K and it will look beautiful. Like that Fresno guy is doing. This can shoot up to what 2052. So this can shoot very slow motion too. Problem is like this, a camera like this, the most, I mean, if you get a full reel in there, the most you can get is like 3 minutes out of it. You can get 3 minutes of film on something like this. This is 3 minutes long, this film.
That's all?
Yeah. And
so it's cool, but it's
cool, but it's impractical. It's old technology. But like I said, even nowadays, if I put film in this and I filmed something, if I filmed it correctly and used the right exposure and everything, it would look, just like anything you could get on an iPhone or whatever. It's because film's the shit, man. I mean, that's it's every frame is. I don't know if you can see. I mean, every frame is right there on. I don't know. Cool stuff.
Yeah, very cool.
So, well, let's see. I mean, I've never watched this film. Actually, I've never watched it. I got it off eBay years ago, and it's like an educational film, but I don't even know what is on it. It was like there's something there. Let's see if I can get a couple frames and see if you can see any of the frames of it. Looks like it's all black. Here we go. Here's a real frame. Can you see any images there?
Oh,
Barely.
hang on. Sorry, I'm not looking. Hang on.
Let me
see. I was looking at the video, I just did on the 8mm.
But anyway, I mean, those are each, 24 frames a second is what this thing's filmed at. So every second is 24 actual, pictures.
So you got 24 of those frames every second. That's what makes up 1 second.
Here is, probably a second right here, a second of film. But each of those, there's a slight. I don't know what the image is of this. Like I said, I've never watched this film.
Well, what is it?
It's an educational film. So
which Emmanuel movie is that?
Could be. Who knows? But it's a full reel. So this is probably 10 minutes of film right here. Or 10 or 20 minutes. Maybe it's 20 minutes, but If you're old enough, like myself, Johnny's a young guy, but I remember watching, like in third grade, we watched we watched this. We didn't have VHS. We watched it on movie projector in the library.
The projector.
Yeah.
They'd wheel out those projectors and then they'd pull the screen down.
That's right.
And then they'd show us Hardware Wars. You know?
Did we ever talk about Hardware Wars?
I don't know if we did. We can.
I had the DVD somewhere. I don't know if I still have the DVD.
I used to watch that in school. And here's a clue. Fourth grade, rainy days, we'd be watching Hardware Wars at school.
So somebody at your school had a film print of Hardware Wars, or was it like a?
Yeah, it was film.
Or
I'm thinking it was film.
Wow.
I don't know if I don't.
It was shot on film. It was originally.
It would have been a projector. Yeah.
What was the guy's name who did it? I'd have to. If anyone has seen Hardware Wars, it's the first. I mean, it's the Spaceballs of its day. Right, Johnny?
It's the original Spaceballs.
The original Spaceballs, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, my internet just crashed.
Oh no. Your internet? Well, you're still here, right?
On my computer, it did. I don't know if this one hasn't crashed, but it just happened.
Oh, this is cool. This is something I've never done.
What's that?
I've never gone to watch another video on my channel here while we're live. And so if anybody is watching one of the videos on the channel here, like at this time, there'll be a card that pops up saying that we're live right now.
Oh, okay. So
I didn't know that.
They're always thinking of you. Google knows what they're doing.
That's very cool. I'm watching right now. I'm watching us. I'm watching us right now. Oh, well, hang on. It's too confusing.
Yeah, right.
It's too confusing watching that because you just said the same thing twice, like within like 3 seconds.
My goodness.
There we go. I'm back to us now.
Let's do that.
That's cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know that, you guys. So yeah, if anybody, because the videos on the channel here get watched, all day long, every day. I get the statistics. You know, it's like watching a memory in a movie. Phil says. Oh, Phil just commented on that video I just uploaded.
Oh, cool.
I'm assuming. Yeah, I just got the notification. Awesome, Phil. Thank you, man.
Phil in here now, or is he just watching?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he's here. He's been here. He's been here all night. Yeah, it's cool. I didn't know that. So that's something like let's say if you're on YouTube and you're ever watching some video, and if you get a card that pops up, it'll say if it says so and so is live, they're actually live at that exact time, so you can click on that and jump to the live video. That's cool. That's something I'd never seen before.
Good to know.
Yeah. Yeah, the Dog PA, my school had studios near and connections. We watched 16 millimeters of Dragnet in the 60s on rainy days. Awesome. Awesome. And where's Douglas? Douglas, we're going to jump in here, man?
Right. I'll have to see if I can get some film for this. It's cool.
Yeah. Man, I love that sound. The sound of that when it's running.
Right.
That's so cool.
I don't want to run it. You really shouldn't run it without film, but I'll run it slow. Oops. Did I already break it? Yeah, I did. Guess I gotta wind it up more. So it's all clockwork. You gotta actually get the. There's got to be a setting that I'm missing here because it's not. There we go. I wish I could show you what it looks like through there. It's kind of a cool little viewfinder.
Should I take my shirt off?
No, please. Well, yeah.
There we go.
Man.
Oh, Jay is recording the guitar solo right now, Douglas. You're safe, man. If you want to jump in, Jay's not going to jump in.
That's right.
Yeah, it's almost midnight. It's like
Caleb,
10 minutes
might
to
be
midnight.
checking in. I know. I got a little bit left in me. We'll see if Caleb shows up, and then it's almost 3 a.m. here.
Man.
It's got a good lens on it too, man.
So if you let's say you were to shoot video with that camera.
Film.
Okay, film.
I used to be a snob for that. People would say, "Oh, let's go. Are you filming your video tonight, or no? You don't film a video. You shoot."
It's like, hey, John BL, are you going to shoot video with that? And you're like,
I'm going to film it. What were you going to say?
If you were to shoot film with that,
mm-hmm.
could you upload it to YouTube?
That's what I'm saying. Well, like I said, it's pretty impractical. What you would do is and in fact, I wouldn't use this. I would use this one, which is the Super 8, which uses little cartridges. Much more practical. That one's actually like the film. You have to reel it in and put it in. But this is a little cartridge. You put it in there. There's actually a cartridge in here. I didn't realize I had a cartridge in here, but I have to get this developed at some point. This was like late 60s technology, Super 8. So yeah, you would film this. All the film would be on the cartridge. You'd send the cartridge away and you get one of these back. Or nowadays, in the present technology, you'd probably get a digital file back if you wanted. But you'd get, you could probably get it directly, like a 4K transfer of it, which would look beautiful, So, I mean, you go check out that channel, Fresno Media Restoration, and all those films were shot on.
Yeah. I get the pop-ups. I got like 2 of them today.
He's adding, day by day. He just added.
What was it? I know.
David
I got the notification. It was like Foghat or something.
Foghat, David Bowie,
in Fresno. All those shows in Fresno
But the thing about that is, again, they're 2.5 or 3 minutes tops. So he would shoot 3 minutes. Then he'd have to, with the camera that he had, take the actual film out. He didn't have a cartridge. He had the regular 8mm. So he would take, after every 3 minutes, you open this up, take the reel, and mind you, you don't want to expose it to light. You can't get light on it. So you have to do it within a bag or in the dark. Take the film out, re-spool a new film in there, put it back, shoot 3 more minutes. Psh, no sound, but you do get a great picture. No sound, but shoot 3 more minutes. And this guy on Fresno would record audio with a second a cassette deck or something like that he would record audio with. So thankfully, although you only have 3-minute spurts of that, you still, you can get it. It still looks great, and he recorded the great audio as well with his. So there you go. This is my report on film formats.
Wow, man, that's awesome, dude.
So
yeah, man, that's cool.
Fun stuff. Yeah,
that's cool, man.
And someday I'll transfer these all onto YouTube. Just college days stuff and cool stuff. Yeah. Douglas.
Wow. Yeah,
Coming in or what?
Douglas, where are you, man? Yeah, I haven't used this app in years.
I think I had that one of those, an app that can basically get that filter.
Yeah, I went to the iTunes, or not the Apple Store,
mm-hmm.
and I looked it up, and it said it had the thing like download, like I already had it.
Right.
But I didn't have it on this device. So here's. Oh wait. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Live.
Here we go. Live. Here's me. Within one of the.
What device is that? Is that a camp? Is that?
It's the 8mm app.
Oh, it's got the okay. All right, it's your
Yeah.
phone. But it's got that.
Yeah, it's the phone, and
Controls on it.
and
That's cool.
You can click.
I'm pretty sure I had that. Let me see.
Oh crap! What did I do? Update in library. What did I do? Oh no! Oh no!
Man, oh no.
Douglas, it's okay, dude. It's all okay.
Yeah, I have 8mm vintage. It's probably the same one you have. Vintage camera.
And it has like the noises.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can make the noise. Like you can do noise, and then you can click a button.
Same than you have, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. Oh, hang on. There we go. Here we go.
There we go.
We can do the
do the rest of the show like
we
this.
can do the rest of the show with 8mm.
That's right.
8mm technology.
Well, if I get a reel of this film, one of these shows, I'll set up the camera like right here, and then I'll play it the next week or something. But it's nowadays it's so impractical.
Which one were you just using there?
Whatever the first one was, I don't know. What's the difference?
70s. I was doing the X Pro. There's 60s. Here's 1960s. That's pretty good. That's pretty cool.
It's got a good look. It's kind of. Oh yeah, there's all the different filters: red, white, and blue.
There's 2-color, whatever that means.
2 colors, yeah. There's
2-color right there.
No,
right there. I look like that.
Blue. There's no blue in there.
Oh, weird.
Like Technicolor, the earliest Technicolor.
What's 2-strip?
2-strip Technicolor. It's basically red and yellow, I think.
Red and green.
Red and green. No blue.
There's the 2-strip.
And they literally would roll 2 35mm strips of film through the camera and film a red strip and a blue strip, put them together for the projection, and those
wow, that's pretty cool. Look at that.
Color films, yeah.
Look, you can
a unique look.
Yeah. Awesome. Little blurry.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all good. So, yeah, that sound, the
yeah. That sound. That's a cool sound, man. I like it.
Nowadays, I mean, nobody wants to shoot on these film cameras, so you get them cheap on eBay. This one I've had for 10, 15 years, but
yeah, I guess that would make sense. Nobody wants to use that stuff because you can go live on Hangouts and get something way better for like 3 hours, you know.
Yeah,
like we do.
But this is cool. It's got the turret. Back in the day, that's what they would use for the lenses.
Man, that looks like a lot of stuff to carry around.
Yeah, it's impractical these days.
Oh my gosh.
But I don't know if we're gonna see Caleb. Yeah, I'm winding down here, but we'll give him a few minutes, see if we can see him.
It's only midnight.
Only midnight where you are. Oh, and I didn't. I got my lap steel out there. Did you see that?
No, dude.
On Supro. It's not really mine. I won't take credit for it. It's like a Nesdal thing. It's not really mine, but it's a friend of mine's. He lent it to me here. So it's got to be like a 1940s lap steel. The pickup, I actually plugged it in last night, and it actually sounds really good. It's probably not in tune, but it's got a Bakelite knob. You know, it's just well before plastic. It's so.
Oh man,
probably 1940s cool. Supro. So I think it was Sears.
Supro.
Probably a Sears.
Yeah, Supro. RJ, thank you so much, man.
It's good, like
RJ, dude.
Man.
Thank you, man.
Camera.
I gotta get a new camera.
Get that focused.
RJ, thank you, dude. Really, really, really appreciate you. Appreciate everybody, all you guys that watch this stuff.
Plug it in, see if we can get sound out of it.
Supro. Yeah, that's cool, man. Do you have a slide?
I do. Barely hear it.
No eagles. No eagles.
Believe me, I can't play too much on the slide, and this is probably out of tune.
Hey, Fender Guru. Oh, listen to that. Listen to that.
It's like Hawaiian.
Play da 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 da.
Hawaii 5-0? I don't know how to do it. I could basically make a few sounds out of it.
Can you make this sound?
But actually, that pickup sounds. This is like an old single. Oh, there we go. Let's.
Oh, now it's a Steinberger.
Look at how the strings go right through the pickup. Oh, can you see it?
Yeah, man, that's cool. Where'd you get that, or where'd you borrow that?
Well, back in the '90s when in my college days. No, my friend Matt came up.
Let's see that. Can we see it?
We were in school together in college, and he came up to work at the club that to do stage crew at the club that I worked at. We got this. He got this at Guitar Center in up in this area. He's from New York, but so I was hanging out with the guys probably 2 or 3 years ago, and he gave it back to me, or gave it for me to either fix up or see what I could do with it. So I decided to put some strings on it last night, and I don't know how to play the slide very well, but I can make some.
You put it on your lap. You put it on your lap, and you use the slide.
Johnny, pick up your. Let's jam.
I have a slide. I don't have. Oh my God. Oh no.
Yeah.
Man.
Anyway, I'll fool around with it this week and see if I can learn how to play a little bit. But that's my Supro, or my buddy's Supro.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
It's got a tone, and I mean, like I said, I mean, this is. It doesn't buzz or anything. I thought it would be difficult to kind of set it up and get it playing, but I put some strings on it and then plugged it in, and it works.
Douglas, for right now, that comment is hidden. It's not showing it because you put your number in there. Do you want me to show that? Douglas, do you want your phone number on here? Right now, YouTube is hiding that because you stuck your phone number in the chat.
Right now.
If you want me to show it, I'll hit show. But then remember, that number will be online, and you don't want it. I don't know if you want that out there.
Everyone can call Douglas or text Douglas.
Yeah, it says text me, and it's for Guru. Douglas, you want to? He said yes. All right. All right, Fender Guru. Well, you know, Fender Guru, he's out of the country, man.
It's a Zealand boy.
Yeah, he's way out there.
Kind of like Douglas. Boy.
I'm not going to show that. I don't know if you want your phone number out there, dude. You got to be careful. You got to be careful, man. It says right now we got 30 people watching us. You know, by tomorrow it'll say 800 people have watched this. Okay, so you have to be real careful what you put out there. I'm just saying. You know, we care.
Johnny Beane cares.
We care about all you guys, man.
That's right.
But yeah, man, that Supro, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I just pulled it out. I'm gonna have to get it kind of legit tuned up and figure out something to play on it. But it's fun. They're fun to play. You know, put a little delay and a lot of reverb on it. Sounds beautiful.
I'm gonna plug in.
You're gonna, all right.
I'm gonna plug in and play some stuff.
All right, let's see if I can jam with you a little bit. Problem is the cable is connected to it permanently. You really can't. And it's a cloth cable. Look at this. Actual cloth.
Oh, so it gets really like tight.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my cable? Oh, Douglas, come on.
It's actually, I tuned it up last night, and it's really still pretty close. I'm not going direct, so I don't know if you'll hear me. But
I'm going direct. I'm changing my settings to studio here, so there we go. So the guitar should sound better. I got my Jackson Johnson.
I got my heavy steel slide here.
The thing is, if you want to play slide, it's better if you tune to an open chord.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too loud? That's too loud?
All right, let me see if I can go direct. I should be able to plug it in.
How's this? Is that better?
Yeah, let me... Let's see. You got all these cables around here everywhere. Jeepers. Can you hear that?
Crap, I didn't know my volume was on, sorry.
Listen to that 1940s pickup right here.
Okay. I think I just tuned to an open G chord. What do you tune to on that anyway?
It's standard tuning. It's the only way I know how to tune this.
Oh, yeah, because for slide, you should tune to an open chord.
Play,
Tune to like an open.
I guess I gotta practice.
Yeah, you want to tune to an open chord. So
But
you want to
that's the intonation if you don't have the right strings. These strings are the regular set. So if you
those the wrong
tune
strings.
the scale length is a regular scale length. So there's no way to intonate this thing. It's got just a straight bridge. So if you start tuning these differently, then it's all going to get out of whack on the fretboard. Like, I mean, the fret markers will be all off. You start tuning this to a different.
Well, they're already off.
I mean, they're already off. If you use a regular set of strings from nine to what 50? What did they go? Regular set of 9 strings. Nines.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be using 9s on that.
This is the only set I had, so this is what I put on it. But basically, you want to get. I mean, I can still get an E right here. This is tuned. Still getting an E right there. Let's see. So it's more or less intonated, and I mean, it's not exact, obviously, but there's no way you can intonate each saddle or anything like this on this. So if I started tuning the G or the E down to a G, that is not going to be a G right there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not. So that right now it's tuned to an E. If I want to tune to a G.
But you want to tune that guitar to an open chord.
So what would I tune each string to? The E string would be tuned.
If you want to tune it to an E, yeah, the first would be an E.
No, a G. If I wanted to set this up for a G, the E string would be tuned to G.
Yeah.
So all right, so I'm tuned to G right now, in G. So see, I mean, it's almost a G sharp when I go to the 12th fret. I don't know if you can see the tuner. It's a regular G, full on G open, but I go to the 12th fret to check the intonation. It's almost a G sharp. So now if I tune it to E, tune it as it's supposed to be, these strings are set up for E for standard tuning. That's the problem with drop tuning, is you're not going to get, it's never intonated. Now let's see, it should be a regular E, right on the money at the 12th fret. Anyway, that's why it's hard to, unless you have the right strings, you really can't tune something to an open G and make it work with a slide.
Yeah, you might need heavier strings.
Anybody still watching? 38 still watching. I remember what else I wanted to talk to you about. Speaking of strange sounds. I'm happy. This thing is actually, I'm going to have to practice with this week. Get some Johnny, you posted something earlier in the week from an early pioneer of electronic music, Delia Derbyshire.
Oh, yeah.
Have you? From the BBC?
Let me take a break, and then let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that. It's getting late, though. It's 3:30 here. Take a break.
Let me take a break. We'll be right back.
Serenade.
Here, listen to this. Listen.
I'm just gonna play till Johnny gets back. It's Pink Floyd, but it's One of These Days. Don't. Are you putting my signal through there?
Oh no. Look out. Look out. Good night, guys. So, man, I know it's gotten to that point now where I have to be quiet. I'm getting yelled at. But yeah, what's up with the that video I posted?
You see, years ago they had YouTube had a whole, or it was a BBC documentary called "The Alchemists of Sound."
Uh-huh.
And it goes through the whole history of the BBC Radio Workshop, which was back in the late 50s, early 60s. We may have talked about this before. Now that I think about it, the Doctor Who theme and that whole. Anyway, that group of musicians, electronic musicians, Dahlia Derbyshire, and that whole group used to use well before synthesizers and anything like that. They'd use tape loops, and they'd use all kinds of just early electronic, filter modulators and early effects units and stuff like that. And the real example is the Doctor Who theme, where that original Doctor Who theme was all made with just tape loops and no synthesizers or anything. But you listen to that original theme, and it was done by splicing tapes and stuff like that, and just getting the right sound for a couple seconds, and then looping it and doing it, putting it on multi-tracks, and eventually they had the full like Doctor Who song. But any of the early, at least the documentary, it's called The Alchemists of Sound, and it was all of the people from the BBC in England that were creating early electronic music, before synthesizers and before it was all tape loops and oscillators that they used. And Johnny had put on, it was Dahlia Derbyshire's birthday this past week, and she was one of the pioneers in that whole tape splicing, and just amazing what they could have done back in what they did with that early electronic stuff back in the day. And look it up on YouTube, Alchemists of Sound. It's a full documentary, and it goes through all those pioneers and all the early stuff that the BBC used to put on their television shows. I mean, even before over here in America, they were, they didn't have kind of, I guess, the restrictions that the BBC had, and the BBC went in a totally different direction, back in the 60s and 70s when they were doing radio shows and television shows with early electronic music. Anyway, I don't know what else to say about it.
Yeah, that's very cool stuff.
Yeah, I know you're studying a lot about synthesizers and stuff these days.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm really into all that stuff, and I just happened to see that clip, and I reposted that on
Yeah, yeah.
Facebook.
She would record, a little snippet of sound and run it through the tape loop, and then she'd add another sound, and she could recreate a whole landscape of or soundscape of sounds just through little bits of sound and tape loops and early effects units and stuff like that, reverb and all.
Wow, that means she's like an original DJ.
Yeah,
if you think about it.
Right. Yeah, I mean a sampler, like an original sampler, back in the.
Speaking of that, did you see that David Lee Roth performed again with that Van Buren DJ? Where was that? Was that in Las Vegas?
See the last post, yeah.
I think it was in Las Vegas, like yesterday. Like he performed with them again, and
Hypnotic remix of Jump.
And most people are like,
Armin van Buren.
Most people don't like it. It seems like Eddie Trunk had said no, thank you. I think on his tweet.
I can't imagine they would like it.
Why not? I don't understand why not.
I don't know.
It's.
I mean, from the earlier one that I heard, Dave's voice was way out. I mean, it didn't sound great, but that was what the other one was. Like Florida, Miami, or something like that.
It was in Miami, but I mean, why not? It's like
it's cool. Like he's keeping it alive, definitely, and exposing a new audience to it.
Yeah,
but
I think it's cool. I think you guys, if any of you guys know me, I'm into. Oh no, I'm into everything music.
I guess I can't play that. But
no,
I forgot that I was going direct.
Oh no, you can't play it. I got busted last time. Last time I played it on here when Roth played in Miami, yeah, I got in trouble. I got busted for it last time. So,
do you have tape on the back of that Jackson?
Yeah,
or is that
yeah. It's like painter's tape. It's covering up the cavity because I don't have a back plate.
I made a back plate out of a DVD case on mine.
That's
all you gotta do. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Get an old DVD case and cut the.
It's probably the same size.
It is. It's a dinky. Remember we went over this a couple weeks ago. Yours has the cutaway or the thing on the back, but not on the front.
I used to have that same body, or is it this one?
It's a DK2. It's a DK2.
Do we both have the same body?
I think so. I think we checked it out. Except yours didn't have this cutaway here. Or does it have it?
No. I'm thinking I had one of those at one point.
But the back is the same.
Mine has this.
Yeah, that's what.
This huge thing right there.
Yeah, same thing. So yours is a regular dinky body. This is a dinky 2, DK2.
Okay. So then, if anything, that proves that this is a Jackson.
I would say so.
Which is what I had thought.
With that cutaway, I would say it's a Jackson.
For a long time. I thought it was, and then...
The only difference is that, I think.
It's a Johnson Jackson.
This is a Warmouth Jackson.
We've got the same guitars, man.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Oh, goodness. No Caleb, huh? I guess Caleb's... That's G?
It's open G. I'm playing the E.
You see what I'm saying about the intonation when you tune a...
Here's an E on an open G. It becomes a Cool in the Gang chord.
Yeah. What do you tune? So if you're going to tune it to open G, it would be G, A, Just the high E and the low E to G.
Well, what you want to do is you want to do a G, and then you want to tune the low E. You want to tune the E and the A and the B and the E to the fretted notes.
Well, the B is open.
That's what you want to do.
Turn it to a B. So the A would be a B. Something like that.
Almost, yeah. Leave a thumbs up.
Oh. Anyway.
Okay, Caleb just texted me.
Get to this back up.
Caleb just sent me a message. All good, man.
Is he coming on or?
Have fun and see you Tuesday.
Definitely. Sounds good.
No, he says he couldn't go live.
No worries. I'm on my last legs here.
We're 40 minutes in here. Normally we
I know, Jesus. It's we're pushing 4 o'clock here.
leave a thumbs up. Yeah. Thumbs up if you're digging this stuff. Leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're brand new. Leave comments.
Thanks for hanging in there, guys. We got 29 still watching. Brett McCord, Doug Begdor is on his way out. Dog PA has been on with us from since midnight. But oh goodness. Yeah, I'd say that's a Jackson. That's a dinky one.
Wait a minute. You're saying I have a dinky one?
It's a dinky one.
I have a dinky one? Come on.
I have a dinky too.
Come on, man.
Oh
my gosh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's my signature, is tossing them to the couch.
You need a guitar tech. Toss it over to your guitar tech.
And then trip on it. And then you can rewind it a bunch of times.
Jeez.
And say, remember that time Johnny dropped the guitar? You can film it with your video. You're like, ooh.
Do a super
Ooh. Good times, man.
Good times, yeah. Is there anything else I wanted to talk to you about the radio workshop. That was cool stuff. Lap steel. Oh, and last night I watched I just made a couple notes of things I wanted to mention, but it's coming up on the 50th anniversary of Apollo 11. I just watched there's a new Apollo documentary, and it's got newly found film footage, and it's beautiful. I mean, apparently back in 1969 they filmed, again, getting back to the film and film stocks and 16 millimeter and 8 millimeter, but apparently they filmed some of the launch and stuff in 65 millimeter, which was, or 70 millimeter, which was like, even to this day, it's the highest, film stock you can get. But it's like for industrial use and for like really scientific kind of stuff. But actually, I could probably, I'll show a few frames of it because I downloaded the film.
Wow.
But it looks just beautiful from the 19th. It looks like, it was filmed yesterday. So anyway, the name of it's Apollo 11 is the name of the film, and it's just like I said, a lot of it's newly found footage from. Oops, I keep forgetting them on going direct. I can't, but it actually, I mean, you probably won't get flagged for any of this, but. I mean, it's pristine, beautiful film footage of just the behind the scenes of Apollo 11. You got Neil Armstrong there, and so let me see if go to the launch. In it, the film itself just kind of is almost like a real-time documentary of the launch and the landing on the moon. And so here's the Johnny's not even watching, but
No, I'm watching.
It's just amazing. Like
Can't
they
see me.
found all this footage, and it looks like it was shot yesterday. I mean, right? Even these guys. There's the 8mm cameras. Like right there is the. I think that's almost the camera that I bought. Except it's got a turret on it, but they cleaned it all up. It just looks beautiful, and it's a whole documentary, like I said, from basically, it's like a few days before the launch. This is 10 seconds till the launch of Apollo 11, and it's just pristine film. I mean, God, it looks beautiful. I mean, I this is the kind of stuff I get off on. I love just the fact that the amazing film quality of this stuff. This is 1969, and it's just beautiful. I don't know how well you can see that, but
Mm-hmm.
no. And it's so like I was saying, the last real book that I read was about the Apollo guidance computer, and you can see everything you want. Like, oh, it only had the amount of power of like a Casio wristwatch or something like that, but you could really, I mean. It goes into a lot more depth, and it's just what they could do with that primitive technology. And hell, that we went to the moon, and we haven't been back since I've been alive. 1972 was the last time men walked on the moon, or 72 or 71, I think it was.
Is that true?
Yeah. Is it true that they landed on the moon? Don't even get me started on that.
No.
Here's the proof right here. I mean, it's just, there were millions of people like these people right here that watched it live, that watched the Saturn V rocket.
Oh, there's that camera you have.
That's what I'm saying, right? All of them. They all got their little 8mm and 35mm cameras. But this is the real stuff. I mean, this looks like something from today, I love it. Anyway, this just came out recently, and it was all new footage and new angles and this is the real deal. This isn't like digital anything. This is 35mm scientific films that they shot during the launch, just for references and all that, and for the media and everything. But
looks like Florida.
Yeah, Cape Canaveral, and there's the launch. I mean, this was a helicopter, obviously flying over the probably Gulf of Mexico, but anyway, from that, and then they go through the whole, from Earth to the moon. What was going on? There's their heart rates and all that kind of stuff. I'm just skipping through the movie, but the actual landing. Here's Neil Armstrong. The best footage that they have out of the window of the landing vehicle. But historic, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Houston.
That's cool, man.
Video footage. So they incorporate every bit of it, but it's all the real deal. I mean, this is their heart rate monitors, and then, the docking, and after they left the moon, this is the redocking of it's just, I mean, I could go on, and I mean, it's
that
amazing.
Looks like science fiction. That's real.
It does. That's real. That's the moon. That's the landing vehicle reconnecting with the service, the mothership, basically. So basically, there were 3 people that went on Apollo 11. There were 3 people that went to the moon. One of them stayed in the mothership circling the moon. This vehicle, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, descended to the moon surface, and then came back to the mothership. And it's got, I mean, this is the real deal. I mean, redocking.
Is there anybody currently living on the moon?
No. No, there's been 12 men in the history of mankind that have landed on the moon.
They just live on green cheese.
All 12 have come back, and they're either dead or old men by now. But Anyway, that's
wow.
Just, I mean, I love that stuff. And we're coming up on the 60th anniversary? No, 50th anniversary of Apollo 11. So 3:49 in the AM, folks. From the dark side of the moon. You still there?
I'm here, although I do have to go.
I'm out too. But
I gotta split.
It's been fun, buddy.
Man, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you everybody for watching. We got 30 people looking at us, 45 thumbs ups. Can we get 50 thumbs ups? Jay's like, what's going on?
7 over 8 check.
We're talking about the moon landings.
It's historic. It's the real. Look at green cheese, the moon, or blue cheese. What is it?
Green cheese.
Anyway, what is happening, Jay? Why are you still up, man? How'd that guitar solo go? Well, it's Sunday morning.
Wow.
Just got done killing my fingers. Yeah, I don't think he's gotten his Kiesel back yet, but laying down some tracks on the Universe, maybe.
Awesome.
All right, man.
Awesome. All right, everybody. John BL, thank you so much.
Thank you, Johnny.
Tonight was awesome. Caleb was here. It was great to see you, man. He checked in. He said he couldn't go live, so we'll see Caleb and Hal Sparks on Tuesday. Nerd Halen will be awesome.
That's right.
Awesome.
Over to that.
Thomas Santiago, Brett, 7 over 8. Phil, thank you so much. The retweets, very cool. The dog PA. Let's see who else has been in here. Sean Zimmerman, hey dude, says I've been here. What, you were at the moon?
You went to the moon?
Wow. Awesome. Which mouse am I? Douglas Bador, there he is.
Always a pleasure.
Always good. RJ, thank you so much again. RJ for the super chat. Thank you, man. David Ennis, thank you for the super chat. David Ennis, you're the man.
Super strat, right?
David Ennis is the man. Thank you again. Fender Guru.
Sonia. Focus. Come on.
Oh, I got to take my clothes off, huh?
God. No.
For your home movies.
No. We don't need that.
All right. Oh my goodness.
Don't forget the Discord. Check in with the Discord.
Yeah. Come on, you guys. Join the Discord, man. The Discord is happening. We have like 200 people, but nobody's there. Except me and John BL.
That's right. And I'm only there on the weekends.
It's cool. All right. So I'm gonna do an Irish goodbye on you.
All right.
So good night, everybody. See you guys Tuesday.
It's all good.
Good night, John.
All right.
You rock, man. Thank you so much for hanging out. And those cameras are awesome.
Thanks, man.
I dig them.
Fun stuff.
All right. I'm hanging up.
All right.
Everybody. Subscribe, like, share. See you guys later. JohnnyBeanetv. All right. Good night, John.
Good night.